I cannot believe he showed up to Alex Jones' debate. If you guys don't know what happened, basically over the weekend, I guess, or yesterday or whatever the hell, they got into a weird spat on X, and TheQuartering was crashing out against Alex Jones. And Alex Jones told him, hey, debate me, motherfucker. And guess who accepted, shockingly enough? TheQuartering accepted. And here was my theory. A, he wasn't going to show up, and he was going to claim a mental health day. Or B, he would show up, act like a little bitch, and just basically show his belly and glaze Alex Jones. I guess you can guess which one it was. It was very, very embarrassing, disgusting behavior. And we're going to cover it. Also, I'm going to show you the whole debate. It's going to be fun. Also, don't forget, TheQuartering also slipped on his diet, apparently. I just found out about an hour ago. He slipped on his diet. His diet of vodkas, by the way. If you don't know, his diet includes a bunch of vodka doubles. Unironically, he drinks vodka doubles on his diet because he thinks they're healthy, I guess. I don't fucking know. The only thing he's losing on his diet is 2 to 3 days. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So do me a big-ass favor. Like this stream. If you're on Kick, give me a few of the beautiful bees. I love the bees. The bees are beautiful. Appreciate you guys. So let's get the hell on it, doggone it. Let's have some fun. And by the way, guys, my sinuses are a little messed up. I don't know if I got dusty when I went into the garage yesterday or whatnot. So forgive me if I sniffle or sneeze or some shit randomly, because it's been happening. It's been happening, boys. So let's get the hell on it, doggone it. Thank you guys for showing up to the Tuesday show. I love you and I appreciate you. Snafu says, first. Thank you, brother. Billy Hatcher says, I'm surprised Jared went on the show. I thought he was going to pretend something else happened. And Bella, he always does. That's kind of what I was leaning. I was very surprised he showed up. But he also just acted like a little bitch the whole time. So that was also what I expected. Thank you, Billy. Chai T says, my back hurts from painting ceilings, but not as bad as Jared's. And Alex Jones. Blue is back out for the whole internet to see. Very sad to see. Very sad to see. Or great to see, depending on who you are. Hell yeah. Wave with a gold boy. Yeah. And old, oh God, what was the name of your dog? Holy shit. Hector? No. Gretchen. Fuck. Oh my gosh. I forgot. I think it's Gretchen. It's something like that. Or Creasty. Anyways, thank you, Wave. Sean, what's up, brother? Doing great, brother. I miss you, man. Buster Brown says, how about GTA 6 getting leaked? Keep stunting. Hell yeah, brother. I saw that shit. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Something like that. I don't know. All right, boys. Let's have a good ass time. We're going to start this debate. We're going to go through that. We're going to have some fun. So don't forget. Also, by the way, what are we up against? The 24th Naked Snake. Damn, boys. 24th Naked Snake. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's get the ball rolling. All right, here we go. There you guys go. Let's have a party like the show. Oh, yeah. All right, boys. Let's get the hell on it, doggone it. First things first, let's pull up the goofy-ass debate, and let's see how embarrassing it was. Fidelio. He's a woolly boy. He's a beautiful woolly boy. All right. So here we go, boys. In all of its beautiful glory.
Discover trends and global.
Let's fast forward a little bit so I don't get copyrighted by whatever music is happening. Yeah, we got to.
Tuned out. There is some money. He can't. But he calls. If there's no money involved, he obviously won't do it. If there is some money, he can't control himself. I'm sure he will. If he thinks there's like a nickel or something involved. But Jeremy from TheQuartering will come on and debate me. And I like Jeremy. Been on his show off and on for years. And I appreciate him coming.
You ought to see Jeremy's face in this. Like, look at his face. Completely different demeanor. Completely different. Terrified, nervous, shitting his pants likely without even being inside a Walmart. Without even being inside the Walmart. His pants are filling slowly with the Jeremy recipe. The Jeremy vodkas and doubles.
On. But I think the main thing he does is hides behind that he's just crap posting or it's just a joke. But he said maybe the Pakistani bots are asleep when I was talking about the big live streaming glitch on X. It was confirmed to be a glitch that they fixed by Monday morning. Alex is a daily viewer. I have personally tuned out since you've been on this Jews killed Charlie Kirk nonsense. I'll tune back in when you come back to your.
So this is what Jeremy said, by the way. So Jeremy's claimed that Alex Jones said the Jews killed Charlie Kirk. And Alex Jones is like, I never said that. And TheQuartering does that troll thing. If you guys have ever noticed this, right? Okay. If you guys have ever noticed this, okay. Can you give me a timestamp for that, Demise, by the way? So TheQuartering does this announcing he's leaving thing that a lot of trolls do. What's up, Vixen? Where they'll be like, oh, I used to like you, but now I'm going to check the hell out. Like they think it's an airport and they need to announce their departure. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting out of here, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, you used to be cool, but now you're not. Because Jeremy's thing now, for some reason, is this weird, like, Israel thing. You know, because Jeremy thinks he's the voice of a generation. He thinks he's an actual political commentator. And what he doesn't understand, or maybe he does, and he just is like faking it until he makes it again, I guess, is that literally no one watches him. When you see 5,000 people watching on Rumble, that's the front page traffic. That has nothing to do with his stream. He likely has less than 200 people watching his show. When Jeremy was streaming on YouTube, he had 180 people. 180 at 2 million subs. We have 400 people right now, and I'm a nobody, brother. Roarcast is, what the fuck's happening with the interwebs today? Jaron Alex Jones, lol, and he got mogged. Mogged. Look, Alex shaved his head like a real bald man does. Unlike Jeremy, who's hanging on to it with a trucker cap every damn day. You're not tricking us, Jeremy, with the trucker cap. We see what's beneath. We know what lies beneath the truth of the trucker's cap. Spider hair is Roarcast. Another gold boy from Roarcast. Let's give him a quack. Thank you, buddy.
Your senses. Well, again, they're all playing on that glitch with me pointing it out that was affecting all live streamers, saying you're not popular. No, it's the war. It's the economy in deep trouble. It's Israel trying to take control of our Congress and trying to run our foreign policy. That's what's unpopular. I don't want my main issue to be Israel. I'm all over the Muslims. I'm not in the Red-Green Alliance. But Israel is bragging that it's primary people in Congress. It's bragging that Netanyahu wrote the subsection of the NDAA 219 that literally merges them with our military.
By the way, just listening to Alex Jones talk for 1 minute about this subject matter, which I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys, I'm not really interested in. But, you know, listening to him talk about it and then listening to Jeremy talk about this kind of stuff is the silliest shit you'll ever hear. Because it's Jeremy. It's fucking Jeremy. Jeremy talks about McDonald's and shitting his pants. And he's on a show about to debate about it. Like, he can't even find Iran on a map. He didn't know where it is. He hasn't ran in 20 years. He don't ran. I ran. Wave with a pink boy. Hey, early on, brother. Shit. Sorry. I have fat sausage fingers, right? My sausage fingers are slapping it. He says, good, Jeremy. D-Day Cobra has some good commentary. Good Jer is best Jer. Only Jer in my heart, to be fair. That all rhymed, and I didn't mean for it to. I got to be honest. Thank you, brother. An early pink boy. Hot diggity damn, we're on a roll. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I love you. Shout out to old Wave with a pink boy. My man. Thank you, brother. Love you, dude.
So that's where I stand. And I'm going to play a short clip before we go to Jeremy of TheQuartering, TheQuartering.com, on X, TheQuartering, on Rumble, TheQuartering, popular show. And I do think, I did watch this morning while I was working.
Popular show, Alex. Popular show. All right, okay. Calm down, Alex. Popular show. All right, Alex, come on.
Part of it, him and Rex last night debating, and I'll tell Rex, I appreciate him defending me, but I think he's being a little mean. And I mean, we're obviously a little mean, all of us, but we can't be so mad at people we disagree with. When we agree with them, I'd say on 95% of stuff. And that's what I've been saying the whole time when Trump called me low IQ and burnout and all these attacks. That doesn't make me mad. It makes me mad that he's siding with never Trumpers who have almost no viewers now, like Ben Shapiro, and it's going to make us lose the midterms.
Look at Jeremy sitting up and attention. You know what I'm saying? He's always like super slouched and relaxed and not paying attention on his own streams. He's like sitting up in attention as hard as possible because he's actually going to try to take this seriously.
And the war is literally cutting off energy and the fertilizer. And now JP Morgan and others say we're going to have a global food crisis and mass migrant floods. I just think multi-level stages.
Listen to how fast Alex clicks off shit. Alex is an actual entertainer, by the way.
And it's kind of a curse I have, I guess. It's how I think. Talk about 3D chess. We're doing it here. That's how we predict tomorrow's news today. But here's some reporters breaking down the fact that it's very destructive to have the Israel First lobby come in, become Trump's brain, and attack everybody that questioned the war. And a lot of them got emotional and did overcorrect and basically have become Democrat apologists at some levels in all this. But I'm not those people. And
he didn't drink all morning for this debate. He's having no nervous tics right now.
I'm not mad at them. I know why they overcorrected. I'm literally trying to defeat the globalists and the Red-Green Alliance and the Chi-Coms and the New World Order. And now in the power vacuum, we got the Israel trying to flood him with Netanyahu to take full control when he's so unpopular even in Israel. So here's clip 16, and we'll go to Jeremy of the Quartering.
So don't worry, Tucker, you can come back. Don't worry, Joe, you can come back. Don't worry, Marjorie, you can come back. Don't worry, Thomas, you can come back. Don't worry, Alex, you can come back. Don't worry, Marjorie, you can come back. What do all these people have in common? They're either OG MAGA or they represent what was truly new MAGA in 24, and they brought along the numbers that got us a winning coalition. You know, all of these other people out there, they dismiss these criticisms.
Where Wodenshot says he looks like he's wearing 2 button-up shirts. He only owns 3 shirts, and that's the one he wears the most, the black one.
And these people fracturing off. You act like you had a 10-point popular vote win or something. You don't. And let me just give everybody a little bit of a stat, and then I'll kick it back to you, because this is real, and these people can destroy the Republican Party if they choose to do so. So instead of, mocking them and making fun of them, you should be trying to figure out how to court them back, because you chase them away for a tiny parasitic sliver of the coalition. Neocons are nothing. They're literally dying right in front of our faces, people. Lindsey Graham just corked off out of nowhere. Mitch McConnell is still alive, but he's...
This only reaffirms, like, my lack of interest in politics, I gotta be honest. It's just like every year, every month, every week, it's the same shit. I don't know, man. I'm just talking out loud.
Not, okay? They're literally dying in front of our face, and you're sacrificing the future coalition, the future of America, our future ability to win elections for these dinosaurs who are going extinct. And the truth is, the comet has been heading to Earth for years. They just never saw it coming because they're too stupid and too old to see it. So...
I don't know who that guy is, but he's smart and I want him on. But I don't want to be back at the cool table. I mean, quite frankly, Democrats get back in there trying to put me in prison. I'm not course corrected on Trump because of that, but it's a nice fringe byproduct that they might not be as energetic to put me in prison as they were last time.
Dude, I bet Jeremy is so lost right now. I bet he's so lost.
But they will, because I'm going to come after him. I'm not going to do softball interviews with Hunter Biden. So bringing in Jeremy of the Quartering, popular YouTube and Rumble commentator with a million.
He's not even on YouTube anymore.
Of subscribers and owner of the coffee brand, coffee.com, and a apolitical coffee company seeking just to get.
Oh, no, Alex got the name wrong. Oh, no. This was Jeremy's whole point of being on the show, was to shill his coffee. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, coffee.brand, coffee.com. No.
People, great coffee. So we're plugging for you, thequartering.com. And I like his show. I like his clips. Though, if he's not taking Israeli money, not meeting with the Prime Minister of Israel secretly, and I'm not saying he is, he certainly is regurgitating the points, or maybe he just agrees with them. So, Jeremy, good to have you on with us.
Thanks, Alex. It's an honor to be on your show, and I appreciate you taking the time to have me on today and to discuss perhaps a small disagreement that we have. I think you're right. We agree on 98% of things, and I'm looking forward to this opportunity to try and hopefully refocus people, because I think there's a lot of infighting right now going on the right.
Keep in mind, yesterday, Jeremy was going so hard after Alex Jones on X. As soon as he's live, he's like, thank you so much, Alex. I am honored to be here. There's just so much fighting, and we need to stop the fighting. We need to stop fighting so we can win political discussions online. Wave, remember when politics didn't really matter? Coffee brand coffee, remember? I mean, to a degree, it totally matters, but God, like, you can tell when it's like off of a election cycle, like we're in the middle of this shit, or like in between. It's just eccentric, over the top, shit. That's how I see it anyway. Anyways. Thank you, Wave. Appreciate you, Wave. Wave is like 70% of our super chats. You madman, Wave. You madman.
Whatever form of the right you want to talk about. And, after Charlie Kirk was assassinated brutally, it was a real opportunity to finally defeat the left. And instead, it seems like the right is more focused on infighting in certain foreign countries. And that's why I'm here. I want to try to hopefully realign together before complete disaster with the midterms and then the 2028 election.
He doesn't give a flying fuck about these things, by the way. There are clips of Jeremy saying he doesn't care about politics. He doesn't care about any of the shit he talks about. He's just trying to get views. That's the most transparent thing that Jeremy will ever say. But then he goes on the show and he's like, we need to stop it before disaster happens, which is all a performance. It's 100% a performance. So people will try to take him seriously and he can make a few more dollars off of his coffee. That's all it is. Look, we're all called grifters, right? All of us are called grifters. Fuck, I'll call myself a grifter. Hell yeah, I take my shirt off at the end of every stream. But I'm just putting it out there. If there's a real person, like an actual real person, like that could personify the word grifter, it's fucking Jeremy, bro. Dude does not give a fuck about any of this. When he started talking politics, that was the thing that worked. That was the niche he found himself in, and he pushed hard forever, and he doesn't even care about it. When he gets pushed on being a conservative, he tells people he's not even a conservative. But then when he's talking about politics himself, he'll call himself a conservative. He doesn't even keep it straight anymore. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I agree with that. And, early on, because the trannies were saying they were going to kill him and they celebrated, and George Zinn jumped up and, diverted and all that, and a bunch of them turned around instantly cheering. They knew. I was like, no, I don't think it's Israel, and I still can't prove that. That's the majority of people, I think that. And then I get called an Israeli operative for saying, come on, let's look at everything here. But then I learned about Kash Patel killing investigation into foreign involvement from other sources, later directly from Joe Kent, the head of counterterrorism, and then just everything else. I don't know.
By the way, Jeremy has no idea what Alex is talking about.
Oh, what happened? I just don't buy the story. And I even told TPUSA highest levels early on, I said, have you asked Kash Patel about the 10 post in the 3 days before in the town saying he'll be dead when he comes here? And then they celebrated it. And he said, yeah, we think they might have known, but we can't convict them.
Jeremy is nodding along. Yeah.
So we're not going to go after him. Well, there's the proof. So why did Kash Patel do that? So I'm in the middle here, not on purpose. I'm usually decisive, but this is such a quagmire, such chaos, that I've criticized a lot of the stuff Candace has said, Egyptian planes and Fort Huachuca, and I get called, but then I've also criticized, people saying, oh, no, it's all open and shut when there's a lot of problems. I mean, so that's where I'm at.
Well, I think where I'm coming from, and obviously the bot conversation was not about you. The comment was not about you specifically, and sometimes that gets a little.
Yeah. Let's skip that.
But that's just.
There's definitely forces pushing the anti. The Russians are, the Chinese are, Qatar spends $40 billion a year on propaganda. That's going on. So yeah,
maybe we can.
Why do we have to show that?
Work together.
Why does that have to just be in the middle of a show unprovoked? I don't like that.
To point out the fact that there very clearly is a concerted effort to divide the right. Now, you've gone from a staunch Trump supporter to somebody who's been critical of him. And I think many of the criticisms you've laid at the Trump administration's feet is valid. I don't support Trump attacking you, calling you low IQ or whatever stupid personal attacks he gave out. And you're right to be mad about that. But I'm concerned that you're getting a little, like when you tweeted, I believe Israel was involved. Has that changed? Do you still believe that Israel was involved? Because I think that is the core wedge issue on the right now, when we should be focusing on the left, who is laying back and continues to be demonic and continues to want us dead. And they are just gathering power across this country. We see Muslims winning elections in Michigan. Texas is being.
Look, see. So on X, TheQuartering's going really hard after Alex. And on this interview, he's basically a kitten, right? And also the fact that he has changed exactly what he said, right? So the whole issue with this whole thing was the fact that Jeremy said that Alex claimed the Jews killed Charlie Kirk, right? And Alex says, I never said that. Come on and debate me. And now, already, right out of the gate, Jeremy is changing his accusation immediately to align with what Alex Jones already said, right?
Overrun by Muslims.
So he's already back down.
You guys are having more Islamic foot washing stations in there. People aren't talking about that. They're talking about, whether or not the Jews killed Charlie Kirk.
Well, I am talking about Islamic. I am talking about Islamic foot washing stations and the giant Islamic invasion.
You are
of Spain.
Yeah.
And then when I do, people go, "Why aren't you just attacking Israel?" I cover China. I cover Israel. I cover the UK trying to pass internet ID laws in the US. I'm against any foreign group manipulating our country.
Me too. But I think when you say stuff like people are mad at me when I say this, it makes me concerned that you're worried about what people think, and that's not the old Alex Jones I know. I think you are on the right path when you were debunking a lot of this crazy conspiracy theories. There's zero evidence connecting Israel. Look, I'm sure there's.
Imagine Jeremy saying he's critical of one of his creators he likes because they're worried about what people think, which is the number one personality trait of Jeremy Hambly. He is terrified, and I mean terrified about what people think. Like to the point where he can't even sleep anymore and he has to be on drugs 24/7, right? Exactly. Minimal effort. He just concern trolls the whole time. I'm worried about you, man. I'm worried about you. But on X, he's tripping balls and crashing out. Billy says, Jared looks so felted when Alex didn't even say the coffee name right. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Nick Rose. Jared showed his belly immediately. Immediately, yes. Immediately. Same exact thing. Thank you, PS2 Chopper, for the gift of membership. I appreciate you, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Done a lot of bad stuff. I'm not a pro-Israel guy. I think we're both the same here. I'm America first, America only. I don't care about Israel. I don't care about Qatar. I don't care about Germany. I care about American citizens in America, just like those people in Israel, Qatar, and Germany would care about their own citizens.
Unless they talk mean about him, then he gets their speech removed and their channels removed. Different thing, right? Different thing. One Bada. How you doing? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Marv Hunt on Kick with 10 gifted subs. Oh my God. Marv Hunt. Woo, my man. Thank you, Marv Hunt. Appreciate you. No scat talk. No scat talk. I got you covered. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Marv Hunt. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I love you. And I appreciate you so much, brother. So much. Shout out to the man, the beautiful man himself, Mr. Marv Hunt. Appreciate you, brother.
But I have a problem. I have a real concern with people getting sucked in to what I believe is a concerted effort to divide the right. And I feel like some people are getting sucked into it because they see all the interaction and they see how popular this stuff is on X. And so they think, well, maybe I'm wrong. They gaslight themselves because, you know, the bot army, I mean, who benefits from dividing the right now? And that's what we should really be asking ourselves, not
the bots. You ever think it's weird how people will say if somebody doesn't like me or is mad at me or they have any issue with me at all, it must be bots. It can't actually be real people because I'm so great. I'm so beautiful and perfect and amazing. Therefore, it has to be fake, not people, not real people. Mental Everett says it's twofold. Melanie Max pro Israel, and he can also grift off having beef with Canon Zoas. Jared is trying to come across as the voice of reason, which is the weirdest, perspective to take, right? Or maybe the weirdest path to take for Jeremy, right? Because he's quite literally the opposite of the voice of reason in every single facet of his life, right? Thank you, Mental Lanford. Appreciate you, brother.
Whether or not Candace Owens' absurd lies about Tyler Robinson are true or not, she should be ignored completely because she is clearly driven to destroy the right and perpetrating her narrative, which is, of course, exclusively, anybody who's looking at this honestly, is that Israel killed Charlie Kirk. She's had a bunch of offshoots from that, but that is the core tenet of what she is claiming. And that is why I believe it's also artificially inflated on multiple places.
Okay, well,
Even
I'm just being
Hassan
honest
Piker.
when I point out, we'll get to Hassan Piker in a moment, frothing communist Islamicist. But I just call the balls and strikes. So when you say people get pissed off at me at one thing or the other, I don't care, but I do mention what people are saying because I'm into what the population thinks. So any implication that I go what pressure is the opposite. I neurotically do whatever I believe is real. So my brain doesn't ever think about pulling back from pressure. In fact, I tend to go into pressure. But that said,
yeah, I mean, the whole point is Alex Jones immediately invited Jeremy in 2 seconds to debate him after he was called out, right? Jeremy has ran from every single debate that he has demanded since April, right? But he'll go on Alex Jones' show because he believes there'll be viewers there and he can sell his coffee. That's all it's about. Which is why he's already changed all of his positions from X in under 24 hours, right?
and people go, well, what's up? You expose Israel financing all this propaganda in America, and you expose the other. Which side are you on? I'm on the side of being aware of this. So, yeah, it's known that Qatar spends all this money. It's known these other people do, but so does Israel, is my point. And then you've got Tim Pool saying Alex must have gotten the call. Well, I'm wondering he needs a name from who, because I didn't get a call, as Tim admits, from Netanyahu to meet secretly with him. And then when it came out, Tim said, yeah, I did meet, but it's secret what we said, Chatham House rules. So nobody's got me meeting with people secret. No one can find it. If they ever do, it's AI. It's not real. I am funded by the listeners. I mean, I can even get a lot of great sponsors, but quite frankly, I'm so busy. You got to court them. You got to jack with it. It's a big hassle. I'd rather just sell cool stuff and not jack around with a bunch of sponsors.
Hey, Coffee Brand Coffee would sponsor you, man.
Well, let's go. So, but the whole point is,
there's number one. I guess number two, right? You'll notice going through this that this entire thing was him trying to get coffee sales for Coffee Brand Coffee. That's it. And to be fair, 99% of the publicity from Coffee Brand Coffee is from everybody streaming about this, right? Like Dawn, Luther, Misty, Flash, everybody else, right?
Oh, and I will tell you, I like your little thing claiming Rex, my son, who I love, who's really smart. You think Rex tells me what to say? You think Rex is my Worm Tongue, or whatever his name is?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's Rex, but I'm just relaying also, just like you, I read.
So you're saying what Tim said, I get a call. I get calls.
No, I don't think you got a call.
Oh, he's backpedaling. He's backpedaling. No, I would never say that about you. I would never say that about you, Saint Jones. No, I love you. Please.
I think that if most people watching you would agree with me when I say that you took a hard 180 about a few months ago. Now,
well, the only calls I listen to are the hot women. I mean, seriously, there's nobody. No, I'm joking. No, of course not.
You look great, Alex. By the way,
the point is, thank you. You look great too. The point is that I'm.
Okay. Jesus. Oh my God. I gotta take a screenshot of that. I'm sorry, guys. I have to take a screenshot of that. Jesus, look at it. He's like, you look good too. Look at oh, look how good he looks. Yeah. I'm saving this as you look good. You look good, Jer. That's what I named that. You look good, Jer. Take a screenshot of it.
Not getting calls from politicos because they know it goes into a black hole. Okay.
I believe you. I believe you 100%.
He believes him 100%. We're on the same page, boys. Not even a debate.
But when you look at the public perception, and perception is reality, and I believe that you are a truthful man and that you're just following your gut. People are allowed to change their opinions.
Look at him. Not even pushing back a little bit. I believe you 100%. You're following your gut. You're a good man. You're attractive, brother. You're so attractive. God, this is such a difference from yesterday when he was behind the computer on Twitter.
People are allowed to, wholeheartedly.
But I have mixed feelings about Israel. Not for the Muslims. I don't want to blow Israel up, but also don't want Israel claiming I'm a terrorist, need to be taken off the air. The Netanyahu crowd. I mean, I understand Netanyahu is only one permutation of Israel. I get that.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to explain he got the call thing. I think Tim was probably being tongue in cheek there, although I can't speak for him. But I'm saying that there is a perception that Alex Jones has changed.
As soon as something I've noticed about Jared is if there is ever a time where Tim just tweets that Jeremy's like a fat piece of shit, Jeremy might just quit and disappear. You know what I'm saying? Just quit and disappear, brother. Oof, oof, oof.
And you can read it in the comments. You read your comments, whether it doesn't matter. People say, oh, like when I came out and said Candace Owens is literally demonically possessed. By the way, an opinion we both shared at one point. I lost a lot of viewers. A lot of people called me all sorts of names. They said I was funded by Israel. I get the same nonsense that you do with that. Now, nobody on the planet is under the level of stress and attack that Alex Jones is and your team and your company. I've defended you for an extremely long time, and I will continue to do so regardless of how this conversation goes, because you're the greatest.
Well, the conversation's going to go well because he's just glazing the living shit out of him.
Now, nobody on the planet is under the level of stress and attack that Alex Jones is and your team and your company. And I've defended you for an extremely long time, and I will continue to do so regardless of how this conversation goes, because you're the greatest of all time that's ever done this.
God, Jesus. Man, if you opened a dictionary to the word spineless, this motherfucker is going to be sitting there talking such a big game yesterday, and now he's like, you are the greatest of all time. You are Muhammad Ali. Please take your drawers off and let me go to town as hard as possible, brother. Woo!
You're allowed to change your opinion, but the perception is reality. And the perception is there was a hard turn a few months ago, and people are just trying to understand that, because a lot of us have followed you for many, many years through thick and thin. You've been right about way more than you've ever been wrong about, but people are concerned when it looks like, and again, perception is just reality. Shit. When you're boosting Candace Owens' theories and you're talking about that, I get now that you've added the context. You're saying, hey, I don't know. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But let me ask you, as of today, from vacillating back and forth because you're unsure, what do you believe is more likely? Do you believe that Tyler Robinson, a trans dating leftoid who engraved the bullets like every trans shooter in history, do you believe that he killed Charlie Kirk, or that Israel did, or the Jews?
Whenever I said, I think Israel factors into it at some point, if the U.S. government did it, I don't think they would do that on our soil without the U.S. government involved, kind of like 9/11, where the stand-down bare minimum was Netanyahu was in power at the time, and George W. Bush. And so, the two kind of worked in concert, at least with the official story blaming Iraq. It's now come out that they knew wasn't true.
Yeah, Jake Crane, exactly. He says, this is pathetic. He has no morals. Yeah, it's just spineless, man. It's spineless. And this was what I said on X yesterday. I said he's either going to show his belly and just glaze Alex Jones, or he's not going to show up. And this is the most glazed I think you can ever have glazed somebody. Wave with a pink boy, my man. Woo, Lord. Thank you, Wave. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to the dog, Mr. Wave. Appreciate you, man. Shout out. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Wave is killing me. He's killing me today. An orange and a pink, or an orange and a red from a rainbow night. My God, Wave. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, dude. Shout out to the boy. Says the only grifters I donate to are the ones who do Naked Snake. Not one selling regurgitated political commentary from nobodies and hawking their crappy coffee. That's drop shipped. Oh, my God. Thank you, Wave. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Wave. He's the man. If he can't do it, great.
And so when I said $10,000 if you can show me saying the Jews killed Charlie Kirk, I never said that. I said clearly now I think Israel, in some permutation in the politics of this, is involved because the text messages that were released of him, saying Israel's mad at me, the Jewish lobby is mad at me. But if you want to know why I'm upset at Trump, it's that sea of red, future slide as market wakes up to soaring bond yields and diesel prices. Agriculture commodity prices break out as JP Morgan food crisis warning gets
That's a hell of a picture right there, huh?
louder. Foreign holdings of U.S. Treasuries fall in June, led by Japan, UK, China. I mean, this U.S. housing starts plummet in July, 12+%. I mean, this ain't good. And this is what economists told me was going to happen.
Imagine Jeremy putting all this work in. Look at all this stuff Alex Jones has sitting here.
If we did this war. So I am pissed about the fact that Trump's economic recovery plan was the best. That's why I was a total cheerleader. And then when he started getting off of that, I've gotten really, really, really upset about America is on the verge of bankruptcy. And this war alone will derail that. And now we're seeing not just that as a prediction, it's now coming true.
I totally agree with you.
Totally agree. I totally agree with you. So as you're kind of getting the vibe. Okay, I watched a little bit of this earlier. You can kind of get the vibe immediately that Jared went on here to debate Alex Jones, who he was shitting all over yesterday, right? And my opinion on Alex Jones is irrelevant. So, but his opinion was Alex Jones has betrayed us. He's a conspiracy theorist. He's a psycho. He's against all these things, right? And then he comes on and he literally is like, "You are the best that has ever done content creation. You're the best that has ever talked about politics. You're the greatest of all time. And I agree with everything you're saying 100% across the board." It's like, okay. So is this not a debate? What was this supposed to be?
And I started out more of a, well, you blow up a few things and move on. This is going to be whatever. And now it's dragged out much longer, as you did predict. But my question remains, do you think that Israel was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination or not? That is, I think, what most people want to know.
I'm not dodging the question. No, I don't have any proof that Israel was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. And I said that early on, like 3 days in, they said Israel did it. And I said, we don't even know what happened here. And so what I know is the official story is not true. What I know is it's got more holes in it than Swiss cheese. And then every time I cover real stuff, no one seems to care, both on, the people defending the official story and then, Candace Owens and them. Like, I was told by people in the cabinet meeting 6 days after they had a meeting. It was like 8 days after, it was 6 days after they had the meeting, that Patel comes in and says, we're not looking at foreign involvement. That's orders from Trump. We're not looking at domestic involvement. And it was later confirmed and came out. So I'm just saying, when you've got that and the same FBI that said, oh, the Epstein killed himself and wasn't a human traveler.
See, this was the whole debate right here. The whole debate was structured around TheQuartering claiming that Alex Jones has said he thinks the Jews did it, right? Thank you, Sebby, for the raid on Kick. I appreciate you, baby. He says he thinks that Alex does this, and Alex is like, I didn't say that, and I've never said that. And then Jared comes on this and brings it up once and changes it to Israel, not the Jews, like he claimed to previously. And then it's just... So I would think that Alex Jones is probably pretty sad about this whole thing. He's probably like, well, this sucks. I thought this was going to be fun. But Jeremy's spineless. Jared sucked him off so hard, it makes me look straight. Oh, my God, ones. Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
Those girlfriends in prison for it. And by the way, here's the unedited video, and it's all edited showing he killed himself. It doesn't show him kill himself. I'm just saying, I don't believe anything they say, so I'm not mad at people who don't believe it.
Yeah, that's where my position is, too. I obviously believe this is just nonsense that a foreign country that Charlie Kirk was very...
That's his position, too. So they all agree. There's no big deal.
Clearly loyal to, killed him. But we agree on that. We can move on from that. What I'm really curious about, if it's okay, if we can just have a talk as I'm not a peer, you're on a different level.
Oh, stop that! All humans are peers, and that's not going to get you. Seriously. No. Sure. I'm just a regular guy, just like everybody else. My issue is I've really tried to call balls and strikes. The Charlie Kirk assassination gives me a headache because I can usually figure stuff out. The more I investigate, the more it gets confusing. This is a giant black hole.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are questions about the case that I hope will be answered at the actual trial. I myself did not believe we'd ever even get to the pretrial. I thought something would magically happen to him while he was in prison and we would never get answers. Yeah. And to me, I want to get your opinion. I know you've shared it before, but I'm curious. So
he doesn't know the opinion. Jeremy has no idea what the opinion actually is.
You're a Christian man. You go to church.
Glenn says, why does he turn his neck when he talks? Is it a nervous tick? Yeah, so he's out of breath constantly. Likely due to being extremely obese, but also likely due to having extreme anxiety. right? So he's always out of breath or short of breath, which is like one of the main symptoms of high anxiety is being short of breath, pretty much 27. And when he takes a giant breath, he moves his mouth away from the mic so you can't hear it. That's how I'm perceiving all these things,
Just like I do. I've only recently found God back in, when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. I started going back to church and I haven't stopped since. In December, everybody was in agreement about this. What do you make of the larger picture of dividing the right? In my opinion, TPUSA, a Christian organization, Erica Kirk, a blameless victim in a horrific murder of her husband and the father of her children. What do you make of the people profiteering off of that, spreading things they know are not true? What do you think they're motivated by? Is it just clicks, or is it a genuine effort to divide the right?
No one's worried about clicks, brother. Come on. No one's worried about clicks. No one would ever say, hey, please like this video if you think Charlie Kirk is smiling down from heaven on us. Oh, wait, that's what TheQuartering did several times.
I'm so, when you say you're
let me be 100% clear. No, I hear you. Let me be 100% clear. There's propaganda from all angles. Erica Kirk, a week after he dies, in black hot leather pants with fireworks shooting off. Terrible look. I called them and told their head PR guy, this is a really bad idea. I said, what are you doing? There's no doubt TPUSA did a great job getting young voters registered to vote Republican. There's no doubt that the Democrats are having everybody on and boosting this, and Google is boosting it.
Lori says, I thought this man wasn't a conservative. It depends on who asks, right? He's a conservative when he's talking to a conservative, and if anybody's pushing back, he's actually not a conservative or a liberal. He doesn't actually know. He's somewhere in the middle.
And look, I'm still banned on YouTube. Nothing against Candace. She is not just on YouTube. She is boosted. So just because that's all,
Alex?
Well, no. Just because I say all that on air, just because that's true doesn't mean I ignore all this. Is the left using this? And Trump and the FBI covering up what really happened? Yeah, but they're the ones that covered it up, that opened the door for this. I told TPUSA, come out and go after the accomplices. Go out and talk about the FBI cover-up. I told them this days after. I predicted all of this. I said, this will bring down TPUSA, and they did not listen to me. We'll be right back. Kurt, because of the mishandling of this at TPUSA, which I find really hard to believe they're that tone deaf. But here's a little piece we put together on the eighth front war, the eighth front war that Netanyahu talked about. Then he met with Tim Pool, called him.
We're going to skip ahead till Jared's back. By the way, Jared has no idea. He doesn't know what any of this is or means, by the way. If you notice, Jared keeps going back to infighting. He keeps going back to infighting in Israel because it's the only two things that he was actually prepared to talk about.
From the black hole.
Alex is on a completely different level. Alex actually a journalist, right? TheQuartering just pulls up random X posts and then makes videos about reading them and clips them out of his streams. That's his whole entire content structure.
The Charlie Kirk assassination is so sad. We can get into that more if you want. Just in general, what do you think Trump should do to try to win the midterms and pivot away? I mean, obviously, in this war, well, Netanyahu doesn't want this war ended.
Well, I think there's a couple of things that Trump could do, but he's running out of time to do it. I think, as I mentioned earlier, perception is reality. And the cost of living, I think, is still more important to more everyday Americans than the Iran issue. I agree the Iran issue is a mess, but that is also contributing to the cost of living. He needs to get a resolution, obviously, as quick as possible, because the price of gas makes the price of everything. Oil, really. Oil is a part of almost everything we do, and it increases the prices and the cost of living. You mentioned the home prices. To most Americans between 18 and 40, and I don't think this is an apolitical poll, the idea, the dream, the American dream of owning a home with a white picket fence seems impossible.
He's just repeating random stuff he's heard on Reels on Facebook. He's not saying anything about policy or anything. He's just like, the cost of living is too high.
And that's why you're seeing so many of these communists. We had one nearly win here in Wisconsin that won the Democratic nomination. And that's why I'm talking about what's most important to me is re-galvanizing the biggest voices on the right. Now, I know the right is splintered, but he needs to figure out.
Here he goes again with the right is divided.
A way to get the Alex Joneses of the world and the Tucker Carlsons of the world and the Candace Owens of the world to either see that this is a real problem and focus on issues that Americans are really concerned about.
What issues? Nobody knows.
Or this fracturing is going to cost him the midterms and perhaps the Republicans of 2028 elections. Obviously, you can say whatever about J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio as the potential, runners there, but the midterms are not going to go well if things don't get more affordable. That's one of the biggest reasons Trump gets elected, right? Secure the borders. People want more deportations. You can't back down every time there's an optics issue. Every time there's another illegal that, gets shot during a stop, he backs off on that. So we're together on that. I think Trump needs to redeploy ICE and stop caring what the media says. He needs to worry about cost of living, and whatever he does, he has to do it quickly because November is coming and it's coming fast. In terms of reuniting the right, I think big voices like you, someone who is
glazing,
a truth seeker, should be, hopefully will be more vocal about this op that is happening to divide the right. And we have people saying, I want to vote Democrat. Nick says vote Democrat. We can't do that because we can't take the worst option of the lesser of two evils just to stick it to somebody. That's not productive. So I'm hoping after our talk today that you will maybe prioritize the division of the right a little higher than some of the stuff that's currently dividing the right.
Well, I mean,
so his question was, what are some policies that Trump needs to take care of, or the right in general, to, basically ensure a win? And he says literally nothing for about 5 minutes. The cost of living is real high, and like political commentators, like me and you and stuff, we need to like stick together and stuff. What does that have to do with policy or anything? Just a giant non-answer. Jeremy should run for president. He might do all right.
The media focuses on certain things. I say I've been prioritizing getting Trump back, but you've seen all his statements about affordability is not real. I don't care about America's economic plight. I care about the war. I don't care about Medicare.
He's wrong
Medicaid.
about that.
His surrogate saying, who cares about $20 burritos? So I don't see Trump course correcting. I mean, if he doesn't course correct, and maybe there's no time with 2.5 months left, what do you think happens?
If he doesn't course correct, it will be a blue wave at the midterms and we will lose the 2028 elections.
He says we will lose. Keep in mind, he's not a conservative, though.
Probably, as laughable as this is, to AOC. I mean, we see Democrat operatives like Hassan Piker coming around and supporting Candace Owens. Why? Specifically because she's divided the right. And if the right does not regalvanize, and I'm not a big fan of the Big Tent, but I'm a fan of it when it really matters, when we're talking about the midterms, when we're talking about presidential elections. And if we don't regalvanize and understand that while we're upset about these things, we're letting the other guys win, I just don't think that that's a winner strategy. I don't think checking out and getting blackpilled and having people putting out constant demoralizing Americans content out there.
Well, there is a competition to
win.
show how anti-Trump you are. That's not what I've done. But at the same time, you can't cover up Epstein and say it doesn't exist and you're not MAGA if you believe it. I mean, look what just broke. Palm Beach County Clerk, of course.
Yeah, it was. See, this was, by the way, guys, if you guys didn't notice or haven't noticed yet, this was supposed to be a debate, and nothing's happening. It's just Jeremy's like, I agree with everything you're saying. It's the most spineless shit I've ever seen in my life. Review Lot Lizards USA says Jer's my favorite customer, second only to Alex. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Courts, Mike Caruso, Paul Epstein lied about it. Statement said envious molestation, lewd or children.
People who want to put us in camps, people who want us dead. I think you cheer for the prosecution of creeps. We celebrate it, but we don't let it distract us from the fact that we're about to lose the country to people who want to put us in camps, to people who want us dead. I think you can hold two ideas in each hand. One that says, not happy with the way things are going right now. We haven't really drained the swamp, and Trump's had 2 terms to do it, and he hasn't really done it. But there's a pragmatic side, Alex, that I believe.
Look at this performance. There's a pragmatic side. There's saying a whole bunch of nothing that means nothing, that has no effect on anything. It's like somebody pretending to like fit in. You know what I'm saying? This is like when you start talking about something that you're interested in, like one of your hobbies or passions, and one of your buddies that knows nothing about it tries to like talk about it in a passionate way. Like the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's what this reminds me of. Leslie said this is supposed to be a debate. Yeah. So yesterday, TheQuartering was going after Alex Jones on X, and I guess he didn't expect it. But Alex Jones said, "Hey, fuck you, man. How about we debate tomorrow at noon?" And TheQuartering accepted and showed up, and then just talked over and over about how important Alex Jones is and how beautiful he is. He even said he looks sexy, and how he's the best person that's ever done any kind of this like commentary. There was never a debate. He just rolled over, showed his belly like a little bitch immediately, which was what will happen in any debate.
People are missing.
I'm really sad that Alex didn't push back harder and be like, but why are you changing your tune right now?
And that is by withholding your vote or, voting Democrat. People have already forgot just how bad 2020 to 2024 was. Most people forgot the lockdowns. Who did that? Democrats locked us down. And so this is the likes of Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, in my opinion, and anybody amplifying their views, which is why I criticized you about amplifying their views, because I think they are, and Marjorie Taylor Greene's another one. I think these people went from diehard MAGA to suddenly America bad. I'm going to start a third party. it all seems, now you're the master of this, put the
Glazing.
pieces together. These people are working together to divide America. Trump is far from perfect. In fact, his second term has been largely a disappointment, in my opinion. But the answer is not to support the Democrats, because look at what Hassan Piker, who wants us all dead in the streets, is saying. I love Candace Owens because why? She's dividing the right. And what my goal is to reunite the right.
He's still talking about this dividing the right thing.
And galvanize ourselves, win the election, but then continue to try to hold people accountable. The Jeffrey Files release was an absolute debacle. We both agree on that. I happen to think there is no chance Trump is in them. They would have released it while Obama was president. They would have released it when he was running in 2016. They would have released it while Biden was president in 2020 running against him. They had a billion opportunities to release if they had anything on Trump. We agree the deep state is corrupt. They probably destroyed all the evidence. You and I are probably on the exact same page about what really happened on that island. But the facts remain. Trump did nothing, and Trump is not in those files. If he was, it would have been released.
Sure, but Jeremy,
Yes,
let me explain
continue-
something. You seem like an astute guy, and so I think you're going to get this, or maybe disagree. When people would criticize Trump in the last year and a half, even mildly, the surrogates would come out and attack us, the never-Trumpers, mainly the Israeli operatives. Trump would join in on it, then all the influencers would pack on, and people said, screw you. A lot of this isn't because they're getting Qatari money, or they're with Hassan Piker secretly, or they're, vacationing with Hunter Biden. It's that they're overcorrecting to say, fine, we're done with you, and we're kind of subconsciously, maybe consciously, the Democrats want to put us in prison, so let's just be buddies with them and kind of just give up and punch out. Because MTG didn't tell me this, but I knew she was going to resign about a week before. She said, I probably am. I'm just sick of it. I'm demoralized. I'm not going to run again. It's all depressing.
Yeah, M-Bone, I was hoping and I was praying that Alex would mention something about, do a little research on what's happening behind the scenes and mention this false flagging campaign. Because if you've noticed that the Quartering's entire rhetoric on this debate, quote unquote debate, right? His entire rhetoric, okay, is the fact that, there's people attacking each other. Conservatives are attacking each other, which is literally what Jeremy's been doing for the last 6 months on X. Because a metric fuck ton of them have been calling him a cuck, and he's blocking them, freaking out, crashing out about it, and removing their speech on his platforms because he's crashing out. And then he goes on here and he's like, the right needs to stop fighting. Bro, he is the biggest proprietor of that. He is the main person guilty of that. But of course, he's just saying whatever. His entire tactic for this quote unquote debate is saying whatever Alex wants to hear so he doesn't push back at him. Because Jeremy is scared shitless of everybody. Of everybody. He's the most spineless person I've ever seen in my life. Right? I unironically would say that Review Tech, like Rich, he would fucking, if somebody was out in public, Rich would like cuss him out or something. I feel like I've seen a video of him doing weird shit like that. TheQuartering will stay in his house and shit his pants and start crying if anybody happens to be anywhere within a 30-mile radius of him. Like when Lauren Southern confronted him at AmFest and he just melted like a bitch. And she's a tiny little blonde girl. Thank you, Terrell Full, for 1,000 jewels. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Terrell Full. Terrell Full. Brown, B53. Jared crushed on Alex so much he made Johnny Junkers look like Jason Statham. Thank you, Brown. Appreciate you. And we got another pink boy, the lone pink boy tonight. Who's going to join the pink boy party with Wave? My man says, you said it best. Can't take a side unless it's told him on X. It's highly disturbing and alarming that people are disseminating information from him. Ultimate grifter. The ultimate grifter. Now, to be fair, he has lost like 90% of his audience at this point, and he's on to just buying subscribers now, and which we're going to get to that. So Jeremy's been caught buying subscribers on his YouTube channel. He's had negative viewership, but 77,000, I think, percent, or 7,700% subscriber growth in the last 30 days. Or last week, actually. The last week. Negative video percentage in views, but 100,000 subscribers. Literally statistically impossible. Statistically impossible. You can take the most successful channels of all time, line them up side by side with the same stats, and you don't get that. You get probably like a 2.3% ratio, not a 700 or 7,000% increase ratio. That is impossible. And it's because he's buying subscribers, which is cringe as fuck. Thank you, Wave. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. We're halfway to Snake, boys. Wade was the heavy lifter. Thank you, brother.
They're all corrupt Democrats, Republicans. I'm just done. And you see her every time. You know, she was a successful lady in business.
Who could blame her?
She's in Costa Rica. She's out on a boat, wherever. I mean, she's on vacation. She's like retired. Now,
yeah.
Tucker's told me he never wants to be president and run. He might support somebody to inject new ideas, but mainly talking to Joe Kent and others and him, this is mainly this third party talk, a way to put their platform out to get back control of the Republican Party to what original OG MAGA was. And I agree that if Trump would do olive branches of these people, it would neutralize that energy in a good way. I don't mean like neutralize that, but neutralize it. Like, you know, you put a base in with an acid and then we could off ramp this and then listen to them. And he's starting to, you know, go sideways with Israel. He's starting to say Netanyahu is a crook and his own worst enemy and, you know, try to sabotage his peace deals because it's true. And so if Trump came out against the NDAA and the Senate and basically merging us with the Israeli military, and it really says that, it says integrate, fuse, all of it, they'll co-own our weapons, then that would go light years. We need to see real action here. And I agree. I would love to salvage this. And, you know, doesn't mean I endorse the Epstein cover-up, but just for the party itself, it's hurting everything.
He's saying so many things that Jeremy has no idea what he's talking about. He's like mentioning individuals and policy and bills and all these things and conflicts, these niche things that he's, you know, studying. And Jeremy's like, oh, we need to stick together and stuff. And cost of living is real high and whatnot. It's kind of fun to watch, to be fair. You know, it's like watching an NFL player that actually trains and then like a fan coming down, you know, and trying to cover him on defense. It's like really fun.
I would love to see Trump stop pressing on the gas for accelerating this fight. You're telling me to stop the fight. You must not watch the show. This is exactly what I've been saying.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I think one of the biggest mistakes Trump made was leaving X.
100% right.
Because during his first term, it felt like he was more in touch with the grassroots, you know, his grassroots base. You would see, like, he would do something unpopular, he would get shredded on X, and then he would revamp. Now he spends all his time on Truth, where it's essentially an echo chamber.
Well, I can tell you back then, this is even in documentaries I've talked about, he really was the guy on the phone reading replies and doing it. Now they say, sir, security, you can't have the phone most of the time. He dictates a lot of it, but a lot of the Truth Social is not him. Okay, and they've admitted that. They've admitted that. So you're right. He's more in a silo now. He's more cloistered.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem, I think. I think we agree, and I think that this is a good common ground, that regardless of whether or not I agree or disagree with this, you know, the Tuckers or the Marjorie Taylor Greens or Candace Owens or whatever, the reality is a lot of their viewers are real, and they were or are former or current Trump voters. And Trump does really need to acknowledge it. I'm not saying he needs to just do wholesale. You didn't say that either. You should just maybe look.
Well, that's what they do. Paradox. They say you have no influence, but if we lose, it's your fault. No, these people, especially Tucker, I mean, he's right up there. Yeah. If I had to say, it's Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, and then, you know, I'm not trying to be in pole position. I've been number one before. It's not fun, but I'm in the top 10 or so. But consistently, it's Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson. Tucker has more power than he had at Fox. And I told him, and this is only in a private conversation, but I said, I get you overcorrected. I think you may have overcorrected with the Hunter Biden fawning, but I said, I still respect it.
Aramis says, what a great debate. Yeah. Yeah. Straight up debate.
Whatever, but remember, these guys would love to put us all in prison and the censorship and the COVID. And I'm not going to say what he said.
Could you imagine if Jared came on like Flashcast or came to talk to Bering, you know, to debate him, and he's like, you're a cuck and you're striking people down. What do you have to say about that? And Jeremy's like, I 100% agree. Marv Hunt with 500 kicks. It's funny, Jeremy complains about people fighting on the right. He holds no right-wing views. He's a liberal at heart. 100% Marv Hunt. 100%. 500 kicks, Mr. Marv Hunt. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, dude. Shout out to Marv Hunt being goated. Crimson Knight says, Jerry must have taken the whole bottle of Adderall for this appearance. Haven't seen him this coherent in a while. Yeah, he's talking actually really fast, which is the first time I've heard him talk like this in a long time. So, yeah, you're probably right. He definitely did something. He definitely is trying his best to be on point here, to be completely on point, right? Because in his show, he can barely even speak.
Back. It's just that, I mean, I've said it on air, and that's where I stand. But I mean, Tucker is a real guy. Like, oh, he doesn't really hunt. He's not really, no. He is agonized over the fact that he supported Trump. He feels guilty about it. He feels really guilty. He used to be like a neocon pro-war. That drives him. The Tucker you see on air, that's the real thing. He's like a young Santa Claus or something.
I believe that that's the real Tucker. I believe that these people, that there's a kernel of truth of the things that they're saying, but I do believe it's mostly...
Listen, I've been in his house, his houses, his dad's whole house, his house. I've been in his hunting lodges. That's all he does. He knows every hillbilly out there. He's got hunting lodges everywhere. He obsesses and fishes constantly on this. Everything else is a side deal to that. And there's photos and stuff all over when you're in his house of him with his dad when he's a little kid fishing and hunting there. But I hear this like, oh, he's this rich kid. He doesn't really hunt. He doesn't really care. Tucker Carlson, you see. Let me tell you something. I can go to a shooting range with 5 or 6 special ops guys, and I shoot better than almost all of them all the time. Tucker Carlson didn't want it on camera because he goes, well, it's a little too, I don't want to, it's a little too militaristic. He can outshoot me, okay? And let me tell you, I'm a sharpshooter, buddy.
Yeah, maybe we'll come down there and we'll go to the range together and you can teach me a thing or two. I just think, I know
Glazing.
we're running out of time. I think we agree. I think the common ground is that Trump does need to address I don't want to use dissident right because I feel like that has a negative connotation, but there are people on the right who genuinely did support him for a period of time and are upset. And I don't think it's valuable for him to, call people low IQ and to go after people like that who have supported him. The same way, Alex, I think you should pick up the phone and call Tim. I don't think you guys publicly spatting benefits anybody but the left.
Well, you know why I went after him? Because I've been thinking privately, I've been too nice to people. He's done some, and it was the fact that he was basically dancing on my political grave that wasn't real. And when it had already come out, it was the next problem. Okay. So, and maybe
that's not what I talked to him. That's not how he feels, Alex. He really doesn't feel that way. He is a strong supporter and he was genuinely hurt. He was his reply to you was just, I get it. It's X, not a context comes through and everything. But do it privately because I think you and Tim have an incredible long-term, you guys have got some of the most epic shows in history.
Glazing.
Streaming together. And, I don't think he's against you, Alex. I think that.
Well, I'll tell you what I thought. I'll tell you why I went and did that last night, like 7 o'clock. I was already tired. It was 4 a.m. I was pissed off. And I almost didn't do it. But then now his reply about, I got a call, or clearly I got a call, makes me feel good about it. But I'm not a vindictive person. It's that there was clearly bots saying, oh, look, you anti-war guys are unpopular when the pro-war people are unpopular. Everybody knows that. And it looked to me like he just piled on and maybe got the talking point. I'm not accusing him of that, but I don't meet seriously with Israeli.
Why is he grabbing the mic like that? Look at it. This is called what is knee-jerk reaction. What is it called when you do something you're not realizing that you do all the time? Second nature. Him double fisting this mic right here.
Prime Minister about propaganda operations.
I know, Alex. I totally dude. Nobody's more under attack than Alex Jones. And anybody, even if they're providing, harsh criticism or sharp criticism, or maybe it's sarcastic and it doesn't come across right. I think you and Tim should. Will you give Tim a call later and just sort this out? Are you open to that? Because we need you. Even if Trump isn't our guy, we're going to have a new president in 2020.
Well, sure. In the interest of not infighting, I won't do that. But I've already said a lot of mean things about Tim, and just maybe I just want to have a big war. Maybe I'm in Godzilla mode, but we'll see. Hold on, Salty Cracker. You need to come on the show because for whatever retard thing, I know 2 different people. I had a brain fart and called you Salty Cracker when I know you're the quartering. I want to have both you guys on together soon because I'm a fan of both your shows. Stay right there though. Do a few more minutes with us before I come back in the next hour. I have a special guest in studio, but we do
Alex saying that he's a big fan of the quartering show, and for a fact he doesn't watch that shit, is going to give the quartering false confidence for probably an entire week. You'll probably see him ramp up his attacks on people on X all day because he's like, I'm badass. Alex Jones said he loves me. Alex Jones don't watch that bullshit. Are you kidding?
50 more minutes with us?
Sure, I got it.
Okay, and again, the best website for you is TheQuartering.com.
Yep, everything's there.
Because I got a few other items with you. I want to finish up the discussion about this, but thought-provoking with Jeremy from TheQuartering. Now,
all right, let's skip ahead a little bit.
The Democratic Socialists of America are gaining power. It used to be fun to laugh at all the crazy, insane things that somebody like Hassan Piker said and did, but he helped get Zohran Mamdani elected. He helped get a Muslim socialist as the Democratic nominee in Michigan. He helped a Democratic socialist narrowly lose before the Democrats had another 1 a.m. Vote dump in Milwaukee that got there.
All right, I think you guys got the idea. So that's the majority of it. There's 10 minutes left, but it's just him glazing the living shit. And I mean glazing the living shit out of Alex Jones when it was supposed to be a debate because he was calling Alex Jones out on X. And then he comes on the debate and literally shows his belly. And he's like, I love you so much, 85 times. So it was very, very, it didn't need to exist and completely irrelevant, right? Alex Jones was probably pretty butthurt about it, to be fair. He was like, well, I thought this was going to actually fucking go somewhere. And it didn't go anywhere, right? Now, I guarantee you if he has Tim on, Tim will fucking push back and they'll start pushing at each other. Because Tim don't fuck around. Whatever you think about Tim, I've seen him unload on people. I've been sitting right beside Tim as he fucking unloaded on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He don't give 2 shits. Jared doesn't do that. He'll piss his pants and start crying. You know what I'm saying? Sean Bett says, Jer acting like Brian if Brian was a Republican. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you. Chai T says, Jer went from pissing in his kiddie pool to the Thunderdome. Thank you so much, Chai T. Wave says, the best was good, Jeremy, saying Alex didn't know who started F&T. Oof. Thank you, Wave. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Wave. We're a red and an orange boy away from a rainbow night. Shout out to Wave, the top dog, by a freaking mile. Jesus Christ, Wave. You crazy bastard, Wave. All right, it's that time of the show, boys. We're an hour in. We're going to throw up the gold boy goal for the golden shower. I always forget how to do it, though, because YouTube changed it. Goal. 10 gold boys. $10 super chats. 1 hour. Golden shower. Oh, my God. Just like you guys like it. All right, make sure you guys do me a favor and like the show. We're going to go on to the Tim's stream today. Or not Tim's. We're going to go to Jeremy's stream today, which he talks about failing his diet. But before we do that, guys, something you guys have to see that I thought was very interesting. And anybody that's a creator understands how YouTube works. Okay. If you're a creator of any, like, if you have more than probably, I would say 5,000 subs at minimum, you're going to understand generally how things work by the numbers. Now, TheQuartering has been caught. And now this has been pretty obvious for a long time, but TheQuartering has been caught overwhelming evidence that he's just buying subs. And I have to put this out there. Okay. Do you know how hard it is to get 100,000 subs on YouTube? Especially right now. But back even in the day, you had to grind so fucking hard and never take your foot off the pedal. Okay. And you also have to be like in the middle of something really crazy, right? You have to be like at the head of a movement for a second. How I got another 100,000 subs is I started releasing GameStop conference calls. And those shits were going nuclear. And that's how I was able to do it again. And then I did the PS5 release and I had 30,000 people watching. That was how I was able to get another 100 on top of my original 100,000. You have to be doing something that's really big. You know, the main person doing a thing. Jeremy has almost no views on his YouTube anymore. But somehow he gets 100,000 subs in the last week. Okay. All right. Let's look at the numbers, guys. So the 9th of August to the 18th. 1 week, guys. 100,000 subscribers. Look at this. 0 increase and then 100,000 subscribers in 9 days. In 9 days. Okay. Do you know how much he probably spent on this? Tens of thousands of dollars to make it appear like he's successful. How fucking cringe. How cringe. You know? What's up, Justin? My man. Subs per day, 11,111. Definitely not bots, brother. Views per day, down 3%. His views are down 3% for the month. His subs are up 77 times. I think that is technically 7,700%. Now, I'm not a math genius. Okay. I quit school in 10th grade. But I'm pretty sure that's 7,000% increase in subs with a negative 3% decrease in views. In views, that's 38 views per sub. The average for almost any channel is 3,000 to 5,000 views per one subscriber. Jeremy's getting them every 30 views. It is absolutely bought. Bought at his views, probably paid $10,000 to $20,000 in hardcore cash on websites like Social Wick. I think that's what I think it's what it used to be called. I remember looking this up a long time ago, like 5 years ago, right? There was like Social Blade, maybe Social Wick, Social something. All of these like fake sub websites where they would bought your channel with subs without any increase in viewership. That's what he's using. He's using those things right there, right? 77 times the subscribers with a decrease in subs. Idiacra says, why the fuck does YouTube allow this? YouTube does not allow this. This is against YouTube's TOS. This is completely against YouTube's TOS. Okay? If you had irrefutable evidence of this happening, like the transaction, and you sent it to YouTube, his channels would be deleted immediately. It is completely against. Because why? It actually hurts YouTube's algorithm when you do this. not only does it destroy you, but it hurts YouTube's algorithm. And what he's trying to do is he's going to probably do this once a month or twice a month so he can get up to like 10 million subs and pretend like he's the most successful YouTuber of all time. Because he's like one of those people that cheat on video games, right? Does subscriber count matter? No, it doesn't, Marv Hunt. Subscriber count hasn't mattered in 2 years. But here's the thing, is he's like people that cheat in shooters, like on Call of Duty, but in unranked. He's the kind of guy that cheats in unranked games. That's how silly this motherfucker is. Speaking of silly, Wave with another pink boy. My man. Thank you so much, brother. Carry it home, boys. My man. That puts us at 301. 302, actually. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mr. Wave. Shout out to Wave. Hot diggity damn, brother. I appreciate you. Way too much support tonight, man. You ain't got to do that, but I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, Wave. Shout out to Wave, everybody. I think that's 3 pink boys, man. Maybe 4. Whew. Thank you, buddy. Billy with a go boy says that shit was so hard to watch. Almost fell asleep. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It would have been great if Alex would have pushed back. See, that's the thing. I don't think that TheQuartering would agree to debate Rex Jones because Rex Jones is going to ask about the cuck and the false flagging 100%. That's the issue, is no one that ever talks to TheQuartering face to face will ever say these things. Right? And it's frustrating because that's the only thing people care about. It's the only thing people want to hear. It's like, why are you striking people, brother? Why are you doing that? There's no reason to do that. And see how he squirms like a little bitch. Like a little bitch. Right? All right, anyways. Let's move on to the stream of today. The stream today, where Jeremy talks about failing his diet and everything else. And then he also retweeted or quote tweeted Alex Jones claiming he tried because Alex Jones is too far gone or something. Something silly like that. Yeah, here it is. He says, "Welp, I tried, guys." Tried what? He didn't do anything. He just agreed with everything that Alex Jones said. He said, "Well, I tried. I tried." What the hell you mean you tried? Dermy says he's going to act like he's going to go hard again, but in reality, he's just going to lube up. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Rest in peace. Old Alex would have confronted Jer. Yeah, maybe. But Alex Jones wanted to talk about one thing, and TheQuartering had no idea. Had no idea what the conversation was even about. And then he just started glazing the shit out of Alex Jones. Glazing him, boys. Completely glazing him like a little bitch. Like a little bitch. All right, anyways. Here we go. What is this? What is this shit? Hold on. All right, let's move into the first clip of the day with our boy Jer. He tried to be a peacemaker. Yeah, he just cares about everybody. He just loves everybody. Don't you understand? Jer's a good person. 8 goal boys and the goal boy golden shower goal, by the way. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Here we go. First clip of the day, best clip of the day.
Yeah, I think, that was weird. I don't know why, because I was working on our members area
Listen how slow he talks now on his normal show.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whoops. So we should,
He just talks real slow.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
Whoops. So we should, there we go. I think we should see people streaming in now.
See, this is the Jer I remember. This is the Jer I know.
Hopefully Rumble will switch that out.
Okay.
That was my goof. We'll give people a few minutes to come in.
Okay.
They didn't put Jeremy on the front page because he sent them the wrong URL.
Hold on
Now he's panicking because he's not on the front page.
a sec.
Because he wants it to appear like he has 10,000 watchers when he actually has 200.
Hope you're still there.
Hope you're still there. He's like talking to the Rumble rep. Please, God, please answer me. Put me on the front page, please. Put me on the front page. Up.
Doobie doobie doo. All right. All right.
Oh, the return of Dead Air Jer.
Hopefully he'll switch us back to the correct channel. Sorry, chat. All right. So I'm here.
Oh, by the way, it goes without saying though, Alex Jones' entire chat was just oranges, by the way, as everybody knows.
Here, ready to rock. All right. I thought it was crazy. Yeah, I saw this stuff in the chat and I was like, what's going on?
What?
But now we're back on the right channel here. Sergeant, it's a great job on Alex today, man. I thought you did really good. Well, thank you. I'm not really a debater.
Oh, interesting. Why does he always demand to have debates with everybody when he's not a debater?
So
I like how Melanie agrees. Yes, you are not, sir.
That's not a skill that I have.
Yeah, no shit. Except he demands debates from everybody for some reason.
That's a skill that needs to be honed over many, many years. And
yeah, many years of knowing what you're talking about in political commentary for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Sean Newt. I appreciate that.
I think,
Yeah.
I wasn't nervous about it because one thing I am good at is, talking to people, having a conversation.
Yeah, for sure. Old Dead Air Jer, one of his best qualities, talking. Oh, it's not like we have a name for his ass or anything around here.
So I just didn't have chat on.
Yeah, no shit. I wouldn't have chat on either because it was nothing but oranges, brother.
And I didn't watch the chat, and I just felt
yeah, I wouldn't have either, brother.
I approached it like I tried to approach it like we were just sitting in a bar talking. And
his natural element, the bar, everybody.
Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo.
I had to pretend like it was my natural element, the bar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what people do at the bar. They talk about what Trump can do to win the midterms.
So
That's good.
yeah, I think it was okay. I heard you're a compulsive master debater. I'm more of a master moderator, I think.
What? When did this happen? He's a moderator? When did he start moderating shit?
I think that I'm better about that. Crowder talked about it too. Crowder talked about what? The debate? What did he say? I watched the first 20 and it was all glazing each other's nuts, so I bailed. Well, I mean,
yeah, that's all it was. Jeremy's a big bad dog. He's a big bad manly man when he's on X yelling at people before he deletes the post, right? But as soon as you get on camera with him, he's like, I love you. You're so talented and amazing. Shit, in his DMs when he was claiming to take everything from the Keno Casino guys, he was like, they're so entertaining. They're so amazing. They're so great at what they do. They're just so beautiful. If they would just stop talking about me, they would be so successful. And I would promote them. I promise I would promote them if they just stopped talking about me. Trying to extort them, right?
Then you're a blood sports fan, and I just don't bring that energy. That's okay, but I don't.
He definitely doesn't bring that energy before he deletes the post, right? Because keep in mind, those posts never happened if he deleted them.
That's what, man, it just seems like all across the board in these general spaces is like a lot of people want Bloodsport for some reason. And I don't think it really accomplishes much because even if...
Listen, I got to put this out there, and this kind of goes for Melanie as well. If you're half your feed every fucking day is... I don't understand why people are trolling and why people are mad and why people just want people to fight and why people want drama. I don't get it. I don't do that kind of thing. If that's half your feed, you kind of fucking do that thing. I'm just saying. If half your feed is like, I don't like drama, I don't get involved in drama, look at my eyebrows. If that's half your fucking feed every day and half of Jeremy's feed every day is him fucking yelling at people and defending himself and saying he doesn't do drama, you're probably doing drama, brother. If that's half the shit you talk about. If half of your rhetoric is, I don't do that, you probably are doing it. Jesus Christ. Every day. I don't understand. I don't do that kind of thing. Every day, brother. If you aren't involved in drama and don't talk about drama and don't want drama, you don't talk about it every fucking day, brother. Come on now. I would never say in a million years I don't like streaming about people and roasting them. I would never do that because that'd be a fucking lie. That's what I'm doing right now. Goddamn it. Silly. It's silly, Marv Hunt. It's silly. By the way, shout out to Marv Hunt for the gifted subs today on Kick. I appreciate that, man. Supporting on a different platform means so much to me. I've never really had that before, except for Spotties, like sometimes on Rumble a little bit, So I appreciate you, brother. Freaking Kick is killing it. We are 2 out of 10 gold boys for the golden shower, thanks to Wave and Mr. Billy. Get the hell on it, doggone it. 8 to go. 8 to go, boys.
You look at I don't know. It's just like when you look at debates, do people ever, do viewers as a whole ever walk out of those and say, wow, that really changed my perspective on things? Usually not. Usually it's like, oh, did you get that good jab there? Did you do this? Like,
it wasn't a debate. Okay, so if two opposing figures go into a ring to discuss ideals they disagree with, they have to disagree with each other. If I went on to a show with with Jeremy, let's just fucking hypothetical. If I went on a show with Jeremy to debate him, and my entire rhetoric was, I agree with Jeremy, you're actually really good at what you do, and I really agree with you and everything, and I never push back. That's not a debate. That's just me fucking agreeing with him. That's just us talking. You know what I'm saying? There was no debate. Yes, a debate is supposed to be disagreeing over ideals and giving evidence for why you think your ideal holds more weight than theirs. That's what a debate is. Okay, yeah, they get heated sometimes, of course, and people love watching them, of course. That's why they exist. Okay, why do you think people watch presidential debates? So they fucking clown on each other. Okay, there's a reason why they're on cable television and they run ads and they get money. Okay, come on, dude.
That's what they're looking for, and there's entertainment in that. Not gonna lie, I find it entertaining too, but
of course,
it's not always productive, and we have to figure out that balance of okay, when do you want to just own somebody and call them out on their bullcrap versus, hey, this is somebody that you care about and you want the best for, and you don't want to just dunk on them.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't.
When was a debate ever supposed to be about caring about the other person? What the fuck are we talking about? This is a different thing. This is not a debate. We're not describing a debate anymore. We're just talking about people talking and being best friends and shit. Okay. A debate's a debate. Okay. Having a conversation is different. Okay. Doesn't make any sense.
My hope was, I'm going to text Stephen quick. My hope is that, let me know how I did. Okay.
Is he asking Steven Crowder through text? Let him know how he did in the debate. Oh, he wants the affirmation. Did I do good, Papa? Did I do good? Am I a real boy, Papa? Am I a real boy, Papa? Is Wave going to do the whole golden shower by himself? Get on it. Wave with 3 gold boys. We're doobieing. We're doobieing, boys. Thank you, man. Thank you, Wave. Appreciate you, brother. Excalibur says, God damn, man, Max, so stupid. God damn, Excalibur. God damn, brother. Yeah, we're not really talking about a debate anymore. It's weird.
Because Steven is very good at debating. And, I look up to him, and obviously Andrew Wilson.
Let me know how I did on my debate. That wasn't a debate where I just agreed with everything Alex Jones said. If I go on FNT as a guest, am I on a debate or am I on a panel? When I bring, I don't know, shit. If I bring Zia on my show, are we debating or are we having a show? No, it's not a fucking debate. There was no debate. It wasn't a debate. It was just them agreeing with each other. All right. I've seen Crowder actually have some debates, a lot actually, on college campuses and shit.
Wilson's very good at debating. Even, I can concede, Destiny on the left. He's very good at it because he's been doing it for years. So, I did some prep last night. In fact, I did
shocking
a lot of prep.
Damn, shocking.
And so I was ready if it was going to be a hostile environment.
Right.
I had all my notes ready. I had everything printed so I could hold it up. And I had everything ready, but I'm gonna play the debate at the end of this show, so you guys will be able to watch it during the live stream. But
Okay.
you took the right path. Enjoyed listening to both of you. Well, because I think at its core, at Alex's core, he's a good man who wants the best for this country, and so I feel like trying to destroy him, in air quotes, in some sort of debate.
Yeah. See that Jeremy's the kid that when he loses in Mortal Kombat, he says, "Oh, I'll let you win. I'm not trying to destroy you, bro." Is he implying that if he wanted to destroy Alex Jones, he would have? Wave's going to do all the gold boys in the golden shower. Oh, my God. Big Dickus says, because I haven't given it in a while. Well, I appreciate you. You ain't got to give nothing to me, Big Dickus. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Big Dickus. Love you, buddy. Big Dickus. Big Dickus.
It would have only added more noise to what I think is a huge problem in this country. And, I think that we need unity right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think a lot of these efforts with what we've seen, I mean, we've seen those Muslim propaganda bots everywhere, for example. There are a lot of efforts to divide the right because after.
I think when you start diving into the realm of everybody that I don't like as a bot, you're probably too far gone. I'm going to be on it. Be honest. Mr. Wave says, dog gone it. My man, 3 more gold boys.
Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo.
Wave, the man of the hour. Thank you, Wave. I appreciate you. Everybody give Wave some love. Heavy lifting, brother. I don't deserve all that. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. You ain't got to be dropping that hard, brother. Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Wave. Shout out to Wave. Dick Dangler. Appreciate you. And Marv Hunt on kick with 1,000 kicks. Oh my gosh. Marv Hunt. My man. Thank you, brother. Marv Hunt coming in strong too. Thank you, Marv. Appreciate you, Marv. All right. Thank you, boys. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the boys. We got 2 gold boys left. 2. Mr. Wave did fucking all of them. 2 left. All right. Thank you, boys. Appreciate you, boys. All right. Let's continue, boys. Thank you, Dick. Here we go. And Marv. I love you, Marv. Appreciate you. Debbie Marv.
For all of the stuff with COVID.
Come on now. You got this. Come on. All right. I guess we're done here. Oh my gosh. What is even happening?
Trying to destroy him.
All right.
I think that we need unity right now.
Yeah.
The great peacekeeper and the uniter of all things holy. Jeremy's going to save the entire planet by uniting everybody. And definitely not blocking 95% of his chat and his other people on X.
Yeah, because I think a lot of these efforts with what we've seen, I mean, we've seen those Muslim propaganda bots everywhere, for example. There are a lot of efforts to divide the right because after all of the stuff with COVID and the vaccine and us being silenced, like we really joined together and unified and we were strong for it. And so now and that was after the left already tore each other apart. And that's why people left the left to join the right because they're like, oh my goodness, this is just like insane how every little, like they'll cancel their own left and right. And so then there's been an effort to divide the right.
He's not even listening. He's just texting again.
You've got the anti-MAGA targeting. You've got the Muslim propaganda, all that stuff. And so then there was a divide. And then there are a lot of these even blood sports and canceling each other on the right. So I think it's important that no matter what efforts are going on from whatever powers that be, whatever bot networks, no matter what, with all this stuff, hey, we really just, it's better for us to not participate in.
Yeah, his chat hasn't even moved. Okay, Redneck.
And not.
Because no one's watching him. Literally no one is watching Jeremy Hambly. Like, he unironically probably has like 20 to 30 viewers right now. But on Rumble, it says he has like 900 or something. Right? Look at my chat and look at Hambly's chat. Look at my chat and Hambly's chat. I have 650 people. He's supposed to have well over 1,000, and his chat does not move. It's insanity. It's insanity. It's crazy to me. And we're supposed to just believe this shit. Okay.
And not turn this into like a hostile thing.
Yeah. So, somebody just sent me money on X. I don't think I've ever gotten money at X.
You think he would, since he's one of the most famous people in the world, right? Since he's like one of the top political commentators of all time, you think he'd get money all the time on X. But whatever. Snafu, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Says hiding. 10 joules hiding. What the hell does that mean? Thank you, Wave. I love you. Thank you, Billy, for the golden shower. It's official. And Wave did 8 of them. I don't think that's ever happened. Whew. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Shout out to Wave. Shout out to Messmaker. Stay hydrated. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Shout out to the boys. We're officially 100 away from Naked Snake. This might be a 5 milk night. Hot diggity damn. A 5 milk night. Damn, boys. All right. Thank you, boys. All right, let's continue. God, can't believe how heavy lifting Wave is doing here. All right. Let's go to the next clip where TheQuartering is just talking about bringing people together again. The great uniter, Jeremy. The great uniter. He's a great uniter. He's very important to us. Don't you see? Don't you understand? He's very important. Why is it so little? Get up there.
Quite frankly, we've got the Alex Jones debate coming up, by the way, so stick around. I just have to, my editor's cleaning it up and uploading it now, and then I'll upload it, and then I'll play it afterwards, and I'll stick around and get your guys' takes on it. By the way, if you're watching on Rumble, please follow the channel.
By the way, his takes from his chat will all be positive because he's banned every single person. He's banned every single person. Everyone. Across the board.
We're live Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. We won't always have this amazing opportunity to be on the homepage of the single best streaming website on earth. And it's a great opportunity for me to get to meet new people and to find new followers of the show, new viewers of the show. And so if you don't follow the channel and we're not on the homepage, it can be hard to find us. So if you follow us, then you'll get the notification when we go live. But the schedule is pretty locked in too. So if you just remember, this is when we're live, you know.
Except he has completely stopped uploading to his vlog channel. It has now been over 2 weeks. I don't think he uploaded today. Let me double check real quick. I want to see. Because that's like my favorite shit. Those are my favorite things he did, unironically. And he still hasn't uploaded to it. Yeah, he hasn't uploaded to his vlog channel. He said a week ago he was working on his next vlog right now. I guess not. I guess he wasn't this whole time. Rest in peace. Sad. I'm sad. My heart's broken. My heart yearns for a vlog. What is this even about? Here we go.
Oh, that's all. It's only a 2-second one. Ah,
fuck, dude. God, man.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Welcome into Small Trouble.
Oh no, Dean, no.
Wait a second. I thought TheQuartering said he wanted to bring everybody together. Now he's laughing at Dean Withers right now. Interesting. Well, weird. Turn on a dime. Wait. He doesn't want to bring together people that he doesn't like or has more followers than him. Yes, I see. By the way, somebody that has more followers than him, the Critical Drinker called out Jeremy today, which was beautiful. I love to see that shit. I love Will. Will's freaking based. I will glaze him right now in front of God and everybody.
So then he put this video out addressing the allegations. I assume he doubled down.
This is the most...
Melanie just fucking left. Look at her. Gone. Done. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Snafu. Appreciate you, brother. GG. Easy.
Serious video I've ever made.
A Trump supporter stole the identity of an innocent 13-year-old girl to falsely accuse me of rape with supporting evidence of poorly
He doesn't know that he's a Trump supporter, by the way.
botched fake DMs in an attempt to illegitimately deplatform me. In response, the 13-year-old whose identity was stolen made a video calling out the false accuser and anybody peddling these lies using her phone.
How do I know that that 13-year-old is real, Dean? Oh, did we lose Melanie?
Yeah, she left like a minute ago, brother. Where you been? Where you been, Jer? Been gone for a whole minute, Jer. Come on, bro.
Did we just lose Melanie? Oh no. Maybe she.
Oh no.
She'll be back, I'm sure.
She's tired of you.
I'm sure she'll be back. Thad Stylish says, you did okay with the debate with Alex, but in my opinion, tough love, Brown knows too much in debates. You'd be better at it if you stopped doing that and were braver in confrontation. Okay.
Well, that's never going to happen. The quartering is literally, he's probably, in my opinion, one of the most feared people of all time when it comes to confrontation. He is terrified of people. Absolutely terrified of confrontation. Terrified. It's cringe, brother.
Okay.
Remember when he was supposed to debate Yellow Flash? And 2 hours before the debate, he put a X post out where he was like, my mental health is poor, so I'm going to take a week off, and just left X and didn't show up to the debate. Or when me and Bering were on Flashcast waiting for Jeremy to join, and Jeremy was in the chat begging for the link, and Flash was like, hey, I sent you the link, brother. Come on. And then he just didn't show up. And then he claimed Yellow Flash ran. What a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, our internet pooped out. Stop talking about poop. Okay, well, we'll just keep going. Big Dean got her. That's right. Big Dean got her. We'll see if she gets back here. We'll keep playing it.
Photos stating that she's been getting harassed and bombarded with messages. An innocent 13-year-old girl.
Use this random 13-year-old girl as a shield, Dean. Yeah, sorry.
What are you talking about right now?
So Jeremy wasn't trying to prove Alex wrong. He was just trying to reel him back in. Yeah, that was my goal. Like, I was hoping that I could just bring him back to earth a little bit and stop, the infighting, as opposed to prove him wrong. And I don't think that I don't think it would have been productive to just scream back and forth, because people just then lock into their positions. And
he would have just started crying. Are you kidding? He would have started sobbing if that happened.
See, in the debate, the biggest thing I wanted to prove is that Alex didn't really believe that Israel was behind the Charlie Kirk assassination. And you'll have to watch and let me know how I did. It's coming up shortly.
As we speak, not all, but
you just had to watch how I did. Bro, even his own chat, right? Even his own chat, people that he has not blocked yet that actually unironically watch this motherfucker are like, you just fucking brown nose the whole time. Damn, brother. That's rough. Yeah, and to be in Quartering's chat nowadays, you have to go through a lot of hell, right? You have to go through a lot of shit to be in Quartering's chat nowadays. You got to be on your best behavior. You can't say anything out of the way. Sometimes even if you don't, you'll get banned. And they are still saying that he sucked. God.
Where the fuck they want to identify?
By the way, I am streaming the Alex Jones debate that I had just before the show.
He's really proud of this debate, by the way. He's very, very proud of this quote unquote debate.
At the end of Melanie and I's segment. So if you missed it, you'll see it here. I'll stick around. I'll be in the chat. I'm curious how you guys thought I did. If I should just stay away from these type of debates / conversations because I was too poor at it, or if I should do more of them and get better at it.
It wasn't a debate. So it was no different than what he does on his own show when he talks to Melanie. It's the same thing. Nothing happened. He just talked to Alex Jones. He had a conversation with Alex Jones. There was no debating.
Because I do think there needs to be somebody out there who's willing to, not be blood sportsy and try to just talk to people like human beings. And that's how I approached it. hopefully I got through, but we'll.
If anyone, and I mean anyone of size, let's hypothetically say that, I don't know, like Crowder or Tim or somebody was like, hey, I've seen this flagging campaign that you've been doing, and I want to like to talk to you about it on live stream, like debate, like Tim, for example. There is no way in hell the Quartering would show up to that. Not in a million years. Okay? He doesn't want to debate anything negative that he may or may not have done. He wants to just agree about random nonsense. Right? Wave, Jer, I'm the messenger of peace and grifting. Thank you, Wave. Appreciate you, brother. Another gold boy from Wave. My man. My man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. We're one orange and a red boy from Rainbow Night. God damn, not even an orange boy, and we're already at freaking Snake. Jesus. The gold boys lifting. The gold boys are king. King. All right.
See.
And I'm the propagandized one. I know. I do. Listen, I respect you.
Sam Bucas in chat says nobody needs or deserves a safe space. Stay at home if you're a pussy. Talking to the Quartering, by the way, about his debate. In his chat right now, people are calling the Quartering a pussy. That is just this beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Love it. I think this is probably a similar clip. Here we go.
After we're done. So you'll see the debate if you didn't see it over on InfoWars. But I can say unequivocally that I got Alex Jones to admit he does not believe that Israel killed Charlie Kirk. Mm-hmm. And I think that was the one thing that I really wanted to get his opinion on. Either say you believe he did or say you believe he didn't, because you're playing both sides of the fence.
Exactly.
And
it's not what he claimed on X yesterday. On X yesterday, the Quartering said that Alex Jones has said that he believes the Jews did it. That was never talked about in the debate. Or sorry, I'm not even going to call it a debate. That was never talked about with Alex Jones. Now he rolled it all the way back to Israel now. None of that ever none of it was ever talked about. All right? None of it.
And he said he believed they didn't.
He said he doesn't have any evidence they did.
And I believe that is probably the first time he's ever admitted that. I won't spoil it, I guess. And but yeah, I'll play it right after the stream. I went in trying to.
I got him to admit.
Be respectful as opposed to doing blood sports. And, you know, I think I just went the only way I know, which.
Debate is not blood sport. He doesn't even know what blood sports are.
Just to lead with kindness. I prayed on it. I prayed right before the debate to have God protect me from anxiety diarrhea in the middle of the stream.
Oh my God, brother. You know what he was praying to Jesus for? Alex to not bring up any of the other stuff that's going on with the Quartering. Which, to be fair, Alex, I don't think Alex knows about any of that shit. Right? Rex does, though, but I can guarantee you the Quartering will not go on Rex's show. Actually, he already agreed to go on Rex's show 2 weeks ago, and then he didn't show up. So,
yeah.
Probably the first time he's ever heard a prayer like that. I was definitely not. I was definitely nervous.
Not one Jared stream goes by without him mentioning his diarrhea, fortunately enough.
That'll get clipped because we're not allowed to talk about poop on here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Anytime I talk about poop. Oh, my God, he's making Melody talk about poop. Look at her face.
Well, it is his kink. I am completely convinced that Jeremy has a scat fetish. Like he it's sexual for him. Or else he wouldn't talk about it every single stream. Okay.
Everybody talks about poop sometimes. Who doesn't talk about poop sometimes? Okay, because I got people mad at me for
sometimes, yes.
It was during the Candace Owens debate. Whenever she said that she doesn't have to give evidence for what she believes because she's allowed to think. And then I was like, I think Candace Owens pooped her pants during this debate. I don't need to give evidence. I'm allowed to think. And so they're like, why there she goes talking about poop again.
Look at Jeremy. You can tell he's like full mast right now. Full mast. He's full mast. He's so excited. So excited, brother. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the next clip. Next clip, best clip. All clips, best clips. Except for that debate. It's kind of boring, right? It was just glaze. Like a fucking box of donuts, brother. That's all that damn conversation was. A box of donuts, fully glazed. A whole dozen, brother. Whole dozen. 90 to Naked Snake, a red and orange boy from a Rainbow Night. What's up, Travis DeLue? How you doing, brother? All right, let's continue.
Reason. Someone was like, did you get a nose job? And I said, no, I've never had plastic surgery and I don't have any Botox or fillers. And they were like, oh, she had.
I don't talk about drama except every stream, right? Except every stream, right? Jeremy rolled over. Yes, sir. He just basically the only thing Jeremy said in the quote unquote debate is Alex Jones is the best political commentator of all time. He's super important and he agrees with everything Alex Jones says. And he also said Alex Jones was looking attractive. And he said he wanted to go shooting with Alex Jones and go hunting with him. It was pure glaze. Pure glaze. I'm not coming to your bar mitzvah, Blue Waffle. Sorry, brother.
Jaw pain Botox before he lied. It's like, well, I don't right now. Not that there's anything wrong with getting that, but I don't. And I got the fillers reversed, but they were acting like it was like I was lying.
Look at his viewership going up by like the hundreds every second. Oh, it's so silly, brother.
Or that it was some sort of secret and gotcha. And it's like, this is literally documented on my social media profiles.
This is a real,
yeah, no, and I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that it was documented. I don't disagree. And I don't think anybody does. They disagree with the initial post that implied that you never got plastic surgery or Botox or fillers at all. That was the whole point. Right? And then they showed evidence and she's like, oh, well, I mean right now. Well, that's what you should have said. And then when people say that, you're like, oh, well, fuck, I misspoke. Yeah, I've had it before, of course. That's not what I meant. I meant, you know, I didn't continue getting it. It's fine if you get it, but I didn't continue getting it because I was worried about it. You know, but then she said it was for like pain or something. And I was like, all right, now we're going too far. All right. When you start saying you're getting Botox and plastic surgery for medical conditions, and I'm like, okay. All right. Now calm down.
See it. Obviously, I wasn't trying to keep those a secret. I just, in the context of the conversation of, oh, you had a nose job. No, I didn't. I have it all. There's nothing. I even mentioned the Botox and filler that I don't have any of that because some people do that for their nose.
This fucking plastic surgery thing really got under her skin. She usually never, like, one thing I can say about Melanie is she usually doesn't dive too far into like people saying shit about her. Right? She'll talk about the quartering shit where he's like, oh, everyone wants dogpile quartering. She'll talk about that on stream, but she never really talks about herself and kind of skirts that shit a lot. But for some reason, the plastic surgery thing got under her skin and she's been talking about it for fucking 4 days straight now. You know what I'm saying? Wave with $100 super chat.
Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doo.
Oh my God. He's setting the stream on fire. Hot diggity damn, my man. An orange boy away. Thank you so much, brother. Hot diggity damn. He's going hard as hell. Almost maxed out, brother. You ain't got to do all that. You're done. I'm cutting you off. I appreciate that. You crazy bastard. Wave says you are the only person who gave Sydney the time of day to expose what corporate hack Jeremy is. You deserve all me. Well, I don't agree with that, but I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Wave is a monster. He's a monster. He's a monster. He's a monster. You're a monster. You're just now figuring that out. You're a monster. Fucking love that movie. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, or whatever the hell it's called. That's a great fucking movie, dude. Thank you, Wave. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to the boy. He's the man of the hour. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. It looks like it could be a Fight Milk night. We're barely halfway through, and we're already way past halfway to Fight Milk. Oh, my God. Thank you.
Well, I do think that's really a huge compliment that anyone would think that.
I know, right? It's incredible self-own.
I did not think my nose was special enough to think that it was altered.
It's so perfect. It
like,
could have only been a nose job. We have truly reached the bottom of the barrel in things
I used
being mad
to be
about.
self-conscious about my nose because the Because, like, I don't know, it's kind of long. And so I was like, oh, well, you know, I used to be self-conscious about that when I was younger. And then later, I don't know, you just care less about stuff. But then it was like, now people are saying I got a nose job? How nice
right.
is
She
that?
wasn't on she wasn't on vacation earlier this year. She wasn't at leadership camp. She was actually getting a nose job.
Apparently.
By the way, struggle update. I am now down 18.6 pounds.
That is amazing.
I
That
know, a
is
smaller
so-
shirt. I have a smaller shirt.
He's dropping like 1 pound a week now. He dropped all of his water weight the first week, and now we're down to 1 pound a week. Which, when you're closing in on 400 pounds, you should be dropping way more than that. Also, no one has seen the scale either, so I guess it doesn't really matter what we say about that. But yeah,
I actually could tell, like, your shirt's looking baggier. Your face
This is a
is
smaller
looking
size,
slimmer.
too.
Yeah.
he's starting to wear smaller shirts after losing 18 pounds, most of that, which is water weight. All right, brother. All right. Got a long way to go. I've never seen somebody get so glazed over losing 0.5% of their body weight. God damn. God damn, boys. Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Let's see what's going on with the damn with the beautiful ass diet, though. It's my favorite thing he talks about, because keep in mind he still drinks vodka doubles on his diet. You know?
Want to pee one of those out. Yeah, I mean, I had a weird, I ate some shrimp on Friday that I don't know if it was bad shrimp or
Radioactive shrimp?
Yeah, it wasn't radioactive. But
he's just eating shit without knowing what's in it or what's on it.
I don't know if it had some sort of like
taking the diet very seriously.
Sugar sauce on it. Like it had a light sauce. So I was like, yeah, I mean, if there's carbs in it, it's going to be fine.
Right.
But then I spent all Sunday exercising the demons. So no more.
So he spent all Sunday shitting his pants. That is the second time we've talked about shitting. So he spent all Sunday shitting the shrimp out, is what he just said.
Sauces, I'll put that way, unless I know what it is. But yeah, otherwise it's been good. But yeah, so anyway, for people that are just tuning in, I was on the Alex Jones show.
Yeah, man, he is real proud of that debate he was in, a quote unquote debate, right? Jesus with the poop talk. It never stops, Marv. It never starts. Kiwi Possum with 1,000 kicks. Welcome back. Kiwi Possum said he's got to watch on the replay, but I noticed there is another Kiwi in the chat making shit confusing. Thank you, Kiwi Possum. I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you so much for coming in strong for your boy. Coming in strong for your boy. An orange boy away on the tube. On the tube. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the boys. Let's hear it for the boys. Comment the weight loss to keep your job. Exactly, yes. 100% wave. 100%. All right. I think it'll be very, very important to see where we are 6 months from now. Right? 6 months from now, starting at 300. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he only weighs 350. Just to make it like as generous as possible. In 6 months, if he's on a hard fucking diet for 6 months, he should be like 270 in 6 months. Maybe 280. And I guarantee you he's going to be down like 25 pounds in 6 months or less. Or he'll just say he's down more without actually looking like he's down more. Right? Because originally he told everybody he was barely 300 pounds, which is bullshit. Immediate bullshit. Thank you, Wave. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Next clip. There's infinity clips. Also, he named his show today the Alex Jones Meltdown. You know? The Alex Jones Meltdown stream for some reason. As if Alex Jones melted down. I don't really understand. Right here, Rex Jones, which is Alex Jones' son, said on X after the debate, you know, says, "You'll never see me talk shit about people like this and then completely roll over and show my belly in person. My dad's too nice and probably didn't see this tweet. Truly disappointing." Right? And then this is TheQuartering saying, "I see how exactly you're moving and it's not clever. You're welcome to burn down every bridge you have left. I'm not going to stop you." It's also very clear to me Alex Jones is not in charge of his X account anymore. He wouldn't be allowing the same person to use it, but I'll save that for the debate. which he never brought that up in the debate also, by the way. Never brought it up. Savvy says he does that often, it seems. Also, Jared does pro-Israel ad reads. He's literally sponsored by Israeli interest groups. He also refused to push back against anything, even though he felt so strong before. He also calls it Israel derangement syndrome, but did not use any of that language against Alex to stand up for his own beliefs. Of course not. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't, Holly. Melka Bank from I Gives for Jesus support group. Oh, you put, is it you? Are you trying to say jizz right now? Are you trying to say jizz? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Chill out now. Chill out, Holly. Chill out. All right. I saw M Bone, by the way, earlier. How you doing, M Bone? I seen the M Bone in my chat earlier. We love M Bone here. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Damn, brother. Damn. And Get on the Right Side says, why do you guys even bother talking about this piece of shit or talking to this piece of shit? You know, he has maybe 100 or 200 non-bot, non-detractor viewers watching his live shows. His YouTube numbers are way down, even with his numbers padded by stolen short content. He is irrelevant. And I don't like to say that about creators. Like, I don't like to unironically say that creators are irrelevant. Because I feel like if anybody's watching you, you know, that's what matters. But if there was ever somebody that could be described as irrelevant in their space, it would be TheQuartering. The fact that he got on Alex Jones because he called Alex Jones out, that's probably why he didn't skip the debate at all. Or I keep calling it a debate, you know, but that's why he went over to it. Was because he thought he could get some ads. He could do some coffee brand ads, right? He finally got a review on his Walmart page for his coffee. The review is 2 stars out of 5. Damn. How long before he starts buying these reviews, right? It says, my order arrived late and the coffee box was damaged when I received it. The taste of the coffee itself was not good. The only good thing was the aroma. Sadly, the seller's blueberry coffee product was not as good as I had hoped, especially for the high price. Yeah, his coffee is double the price of everybody else's, by the way. Double, if you guys didn't know. Completely double, right? He never addressed any of this stuff in their conversation, right? He just said it was a joke. Nurse Lady says his show is a joke. His views and subscriber counts are jokes. It's all jokes. Alex says Jared likes to play mafioso on closed DMs, but if you confront him, he acts like he's a bitch and blocks you. Yep, 100%. Hank Reardon says it's hilarious how he acts like a tough guy in his hug box on Twitter, where he blocks pretty much everyone on his streams, where he blocks pretty much everyone in the chat. But as soon as he's on a live stream in a debate, he rolls over and shows his belly. 100%. 100%. 100%. He just shows his belly. You know? It's crazy. Here it is. So he tweeted this out. He said, all done with Alex Jones. I'm live on Rumble now. How did I do? This guy says the energy of your tweets prior to going on did not match the energy of what actually happened. Honest feedback. Steve says you did awful, you pussy. Weak ass bitches like yourself are why the Republicans are getting slaughtered in midterms. You're a fucking joke. Yeah, 100% agree with that. It was just a conversation. It was cringe. It was very cringe. Here's a short clip from the debate where he says he wants to wrestle Alex Jones. I don't really know why, but he said this as well.
The show before we got to really know him during the debate a few weeks ago up in Dallas with the neocons. And I'm only mentioning this now because he's with us at the bottom of the next hour, or bottom of this hour, actually. This says it perfectly, Jeremy. Christ is king, America after Trump. Whether you love Trump, hate Trump, whatever, when I was debating these neocons, including Andrew Wilson, it was always like, Trump's everything. We've got to have Trump. Trump's posting stuff on Truth Social about 2020.
This entire chat is saying we want PPP. TheQuartering lets a bull fuck his wife. The whole chat, Coffee Brand Coffee made my son trans. Quartering's a flag. Oh my gosh, man, they're going crazy in the chat over here.
28, we're going to win. I would say that was a troll in the past, but who knows? What is your view about life after Trump? I mean, what should we be doing? I think we should be, really talking about the platform against the Democrat Socialists of America. Jeremy, what's your view on this?
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah. First of all, I'd love to go to that. I see that's down in Dallas, so maybe we can meet up there and you could.
Yeah, I would really love to see the quartering go to a real debate. That'd be hilarious. Thank you, Knots and Melvin, for the raid on Rumble. I appreciate you, brother.
You could take me out for a fancy steak dinner,
Oh, a fancy steak dinner, a candlelit dinner.
and we can wrestle or something like that.
They can wrestle. Interesting.
But I mean,
Very interesting stuff. Entertaining debate there. Had a lot of fun. A lot of fun there. How silly. I totally agree with you on everything, by the way. Agree with everything. 100% across the board. Don't worry about it. Stumbling, bumbling. Remember when we were supposed to get 2K Doge checks and tariff checks? That would have been nice, huh? That sure would have been nice. I like free money more than anybody else. I tell you what. I tell you what, boys. I'm a big fan, as I think all of you are as well. You know what I'm saying? Very, very important. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing, brother? God, I have hairs in my nose. I'm sniffling a lot because my sinuses are wrecked because I went in the garage and was sweeping. And so now I'm sniffling, which is bringing in air. And my dog is a husky, and he has fluffy hair. So I probably got some husky hairs in my brain right now, which is driving me insane. Insane, boys. It's killing me. Just husky hairs. I'm dying, boys. Oh, my gosh. Somebody ban me from the stream. All right. Let's move on. We got another clip here that I saw earlier as I sniffle my way to the end of the earth. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful, brother. So here is the critical drinker today. Yes. You can knit husky hair into socks. Oh, yeah. I can brush my husky for 30 seconds with a normal brush, like a hairbrush for a human, and I'll have a ball this big of fur. It's redonkulous, brother. It's redonkulous. All right, here we go. This is real nice. You're going to like this. You're going to like this, guys.
Nation, appreciate you, man. What are the oranges for? We'll never know. But I understand there's a great big fat grifting fuck who's going to answer that for us one day. Yeah, I wonder how the quartering's getting on these days.
Not very well. Not very well. God, it's beautiful to see the quartering or the critical drinker just fucking felting the quartering. God, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful, man. And the quartering was like, yeah, dude, I really used to like your channel, and now you're going after me. Mm-hmm. Sure. 100%. Here's what Nina Infinity had to say. What's up, Retro? How you doing, brother? Nina says the quartering mentions that he lost a lot of followers for the Canada stuff, but the truth is that most people tuned out a while ago from his political commentary because he's an uneducated idiot that can't even find Iran on a map, which is a very, very, very popular clip from back in the day, which I really enjoyed. The real reason quartering really fell off, which he will not tell you, is because after years of LARPing for free speech and saying how much he advocates for free speech and alternative platforms, when a bunch of people made fun of him online for stuff he put out there, he started flagging YouTube channels and got people's YouTube channels taken down and admitted to it publicly and privately, which got leaked. He's already struck my channel 3 times. He struck my channel recently last Wednesday after he threatened to sue me. So after he threatened to sue me, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to keep talking about the quartering. You know, because I'm a petty son of a bitch. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna talk about the quartering from now on. High Tea Central, not forever, but for a while. That's for sure. You know, because if he's gonna sue me anyway, might as well, right? He lost most of his followers and was called out by many of his peers for this, including your son, Rex Jones, which was never called out on the debate, which is sad. But that's just how it is sometimes. That's just how it is sometimes, boys. This old Gerstappa said, honestly, he fell off before that. I stopped watching him 2 years ago because I noticed his content was just low quality. He read the article. He offered no insider real opinions, always played it safe, effectively acting like a marketeer. And that was it. I was done. Yes. Guardian says, Cody, I'm waiting for Alex to shit on Jared. Then he strikes Alex's channel entire stream. Yeah, I don't know if Alex would do that, but his son Rex will. His son Rex will for sure. You know, we're doing good, High Tea. Hope you're doing well, brother. If you can't stake your colors to anything and always try to be a fence sitter, then you have nothing to add. I can read articles myself. Hell yeah. 100%, dude. 100%. What's up, Shrek Bob? How you doing, buddy? Kev says, I many tolerated the excess grifting by Jared, but once he was taken down by the casino, or once he took down the casino, I had to unsubscribe, and now I'm enjoying him getting felted on a daily basis. Beautiful. Trollkin says, falling off. Was he ever really on? Was he ever really on? His content has always been garbage. He bought his subscriber count to scam advertisers, then scammed Rumble to give him a deal so they could pad their fake numbers to scam their advertisers. Hot diggity damn. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. Andimus says, TheQuartering's too damn boring to watch without editing and commentary. Exactly, dude. Like, I could watch it all day. I can watch Don. I can watch Luther. I can watch fucking Andy and P. I can watch them talk about TheQuartering because it's entertaining and funny, right? Or really anybody for that matter, right? But when it comes to, like, watching him, I can't imagine. I just can't even imagine somebody unironically watching him, right? That's just insane to me. I would want to die. I would want to die. I'd jump off a cliff immediately, face first. Face first, I tell you. All right. Yeah, Sean, exactly. Yeah. Gosh, I'm about to piece my pants. No, I refuse. Would you have Rex Jones on your show? Yeah, of course. We could shit on him together. Yeah, you know, all jokes aside, him going on an actual debate would be really entertaining. Now, I do 100% believe that if he went on to any debate with anybody, he would get completely steamrolled, right? So, I already mentioned it, Mick Stellar. I said hi to you. Thanks for the raid 3 times, Mick Stellar. But I'll say it again if you want for the 4th time. That I appreciate High T's raid on Rumble. You fuck. Thank you, Kiwi Possum. I love you. Appreciate you. Kiwi says you seem sad. What the hell? It's my face. Oh, we're already there, Wave. We're there, brother. We did it. I'm disappointed he never debated Yellow Flash, and he never will. He would never debate anyone ever in history about his own inadequacies. Let's put it that way. Online. Or his antics. He would never in a million years talk about that shit. Ever. Not going to happen. Okay? Not going to happen, Gabriel. That'd be beautiful, though, but it's not going to happen. I would pay money to see that. If it was behind a member paywall, okay? I would pay the membership. You know? 100%. I'd be like, yeah, sure. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it'd be beautiful. It'd be a beautiful thing, but it's never going to happen. Anyways, his crimes. Shout out to Mr. Wave, the top dog today. I love you, buddy. Shout out to old Marv Hunt and old Kiwi Possum over on Kick. You guys have been insane today. I really appreciate all your support. We got a little while to go, though. It ain't over yet. It'll probably end when I have to take a piss. Because I usually do the thing where I wait until I'm going to die, and then I go do it. But we did make it 450 from Fight Milk on a Tuesday. Wave with 90%. Damn, Wave. Has that ever happened? God, it's crazy. Thank you, man. I appreciate you for caring about your boy. And shout out to Wave. Whole golden shower almost by himself, too. God damn, brother. You maniac. The guy's a madman. He's a maniac. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. All right, let's move on. We got some more stuff. My brain starts to stops working when I start getting the pisses. When I start getting the pisses, stops working. Waiting to take the piss is a sign of a true gentleman. There you go. See? Stroke Bob. I appreciate you noticing that. Thank you. And I do apologize for sniffling. I was sweeping the garage earlier. And probably a bad idea. Because I am so susceptible to shit. I have terrible genetics when it comes to the sinuses. I will be messed up for 2 weeks because of this stupid shit. You know? All right, let's bring up Brittany Venti. Brittany Venti about old Melanie Mac, which will be beautiful. I know you guys want to see this. I know you'll love it. Because I know I'll love it. If it ever loads. Actually, you know what I can do? I can do something even better. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something even better, guys. Even better. This will be a much better option here. I'll just download the fucker and play it. Is that why you do cocaine nose pull all the time? Hell yeah, brother. I have a deviated septum, so that sounded gross. It usually doesn't sound like that. It's usually just me breathing, but that was bad. Yeah. How the hell was that, Melanie Mac? It was not. It was not. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. Now we'll play it normal. We'll do it live so it doesn't freeze. I don't know what it is about StreamYard, but StreamYard freezes all the time. All right, here we go. We got it pulled up and ready to go. Jacked up and good to go. If anybody got that reference, please let me know. Jacked up and good to go. Make sure you guys do me a favor and like the show, by the way. All right, here we go. Where am I? Somebody do something. Somebody help me. All right, here we go.
You know, the funny thing is, with the whole Melanie Mac thing, I'm going to just clarify this really quick. I know you guys are donating for me to not get a boob reduction and all, and you can keep doing that. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting a reasonable amount of, like, you know, little Botox or like a little bit restorative filler. So like, not like, oh, I'm going to pump my lips and become a bimbo or something. But like, if you're like, you know, you're getting up there, you're in your 40s and you need some rejuvenation just to restore it back to the way you looked approximately, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think most people, whether they consciously know it or not, they're not super big on that being a problem. They tend to have more, because I listen to people's arguments about this, and they have more of an argument on if it's overdone and you look bogged, and if it leads to more plastic surgery, because it's like, oh, I fixed this, now I have to fix that, now I have to fix that. And it goes down this whole thing. So I don't think this whole thing really had anything to do with her having, at least not for me, it wasn't about her having filler and having Botox. It was the context of her saying it in a deceptive way, where she was implying that she didn't have it, because it's a very like, oh, it's the Andrew Wilson. It's like, oh, I'm gonna word it in a certain way. And there was one point in my life years ago where I also tried Botox and filler, and you know what? Nobody noticed, so I stopped doing it. Because why the fuck am I spending $3,000 for nobody to fucking notice?
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of fucking money. I thought like a normal Botox is like, our sessions like 26 to 32 units, which is like $300. 3,000. God damn. That's fucking crazy. Buy me a freaking Les Paul custom used or some shit, brother. Woo. It's wild. It's a lot of muns. It's a lot of muns, boys. A lot of muns. One orange boy from a rainbow nut. Oh my God.
So then I never did any of that again. So I personally think that I would go for it if the technology develops and they have like more and more natural options in like a decade or whatever. So I'm not against plastic surgery if it's done right, if there's a specific reason, like if you have a really fucked up nose that's like all crooked and shit, you know?
Completely agree.
Stuff like that. I think really the problem is her being a hypocrite. I think most women, like 90% of women, once you hit like 40 years old, unless you have the most elite genetics, you generally do need, especially with white women, no offense, but you definitely need to look exactly the same as you did when you're 20. You need a good person injecting, a doctor that's good injecting, and you need to do it in subtle amounts. And let me just say, the amount she did it in was not subtle, first off. It was not subtle. It wasn't. Let me show you guys the root of everything here. Why this whole controversy happened. Okay, so just to run this back. So we all know that the problem with Melanie Mac is that she is supporting quartering. Yep. She's on his payroll, and therefore she has to apparently defend everything he does. And he's actually a Christian. We're all the mean ones picking on him, okay? And so she supports him and pretends that he didn't deplatform the Keno Casino. He didn't deplatform Andy Worski's personal channel. He didn't deplatform after he threatened it, and then suddenly other people's channels go down, they get strikes and stuff mysteriously after he threatens to contact his YouTube rep. And Melanie Mac's denying all of this, so people don't like her. Then the Chrissy Mare incident happened,
which was epic in the most crazy, sad ways possible. Just completely brutal. It's a brutal show, man. when I was watching that shit live, I could not believe what I was seeing. I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Going to be bad, boys. We'll see what happens, huh?
Then, teaming up continuously with Quartering because she's on his payroll. She goes and says the misleading thing of, I don't have work done. She does it in a very deceptive way. And I point out that it's deceptive, especially because Melanie Mack is 40 years old. Okay. When you are 40 years old, you lose a ton of collagen. And over the years, your skull also collapses if you grind your teeth, which is something Melanie does, by the way, which is why she claims she got the Botox. So it's very relevant. So your skull will collapse as you age, causing wrinkles because there's no support beams and a loss of collagen. She says on here, and then I'm going to show you guys why people are talking about it in the first place. But she says right here, well, nope, I have 0 plastic surgery and have no fillers or Botox. Definitely the same nose. See, I would have let her get away with it if she just said,
yeah, if you would have just came back, like I said earlier, and been like, hey, what I meant was I haven't had it recently. It's like I've definitely had it before, and I don't care if people get it, but I haven't had any other work done other than trying Botox in the past and fillers in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Even I have no plastic surgery. I would have been like, you know what? It getting injections is not, you're not going under the knife. I could see it, but it's the fact that she said I have no fillers or Botox. It's very misleading. So you're 40 years old. Your structural integrity of your skull and your skin is collapsing, and you're being dishonest about things that helped you preserve that at 40 years old. Now she probably got this stuff when she was, I don't know for sure. Right? We can't know for sure. When was the Botox clinic thing, right? She could have did it a bunch after that, years later. So we don't know for sure. You're getting that when you're like 35. That's going to affect it significantly because you're rapidly losing that bone loss and the collagen versus like if a 25-year-old gets it, at least they still have more of that integrity left. There's less of a gap. And yet she's running a fitness channel.
Tiny says, honestly, she said it's just not anybody's business and not reply. I would have just not replied. Yeah, that's actually always the best course of action.
And talking about how she hates when fitness channels lie about how they got their body, when she's clearly being very deceptive here and omitting crucial details that all of her new viewers would not know that she had filler. And it was so easily avoidable. It was so easily avoidable to just say, yeah, in the past, I tried this, but I've never gotten surgery. She could have said that, but instead she wanted it. I think it was intentional. I think she needs to mislead her viewers because, okay, I'm gonna say it this way. I'm not trying to discount every attractive woman by being online and saying they never have anything else of value to provide, even though it is often true. But with Melanie Mack specifically, it seems to be that primarily the reason people watch her is because she says certain opinions. It's not because she says in an entertaining way or makes jokes. She says certain, meaning she aligns with a certain demographic. So it's like, oh, you've passed that social checkpoint with them. And because they simp for her, and all women get simps online, right? That's just true. But that seems to be her primary thing. It's similar to Pokimane. It's that specific branding where there's no structural beam under it holding it up based on how she acts.
Well, that's every woman, like within reason, obviously, within reason. So probably 98% of female creators, they would, if they were suddenly men, or you could just hop into a reality where they were men, right? They would not have more than 1,000 subs. You know what I'm saying? But a woman that's just completely normal can actually have a substantial following if she's attractive and can just speak, right? Now, the women that get up there in the millions upon millions upon millions of followers, they tend to have a little bit more personality, but they also tend to do way edgier shit too, right? And they have marketing companies pushing them to do the edgier shit, which puts them into the outer fucking stratosphere. You'll notice that most men, like, for example, Critical Drinker, who have, a pretty large following, or Gary, they're extremely educated on the things that they talk about. They're extremely passionate about the things they talk about, and they have good personalities and they make really good jokes, right? Like, the Critical Drinker scripts he uses for his reviews are fucking awesome. Like I'm always laughing my ass off, right? And that's what kind of differentiates the people. To get above like 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers as a man, you have to have something. You have to either be the most committed person in the fucking world in all kinds of weird controversies or stuff like that, or be extremely charismatic to a degree, right? Whereas a woman, you can kind of just be hot, which is fine, you know, which is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. When PDH, for example, PDH streamed a little bit years ago. A lot of you guys probably don't know this, but PDH started streaming like in 2020, maybe. And she was making like $200 to $300 a night on PayPal with 400 subscribers. The week she started streaming, she is making hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I have never in my life seen a man with 300 subscribers and 28 watchers to 48 watchers getting hundreds of dollars per night on their first streams ever. She was killing it. Tiny, for example, Tiny didn't put out videos on YouTube anymore. She just randomly started streaming one day because she was like, she didn't have income. And I was like, why don't you just stream? So she did. And she was making $500 to $1,000 a day sometimes. And to be fair, it's because she was cute. She's real cute. She's very cutesy. And she has a cutesy personality. And that works. And that's great. You know, I wish I could fucking do that. Right? But I can't. All right? All I can do is take my shirt off for Wave, which is also great. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're different playing fields, and I'm okay with that. You know, that's how things are. That's how life is, you know?
Acted based on the fact that she doubled down. She didn't own up to it. She didn't say, you know what? This was a communication issue on my end. I should have been more clear.
Tiny Dot says the only way that's true is if you're willing to sell yourself sexually in some way. That's what all women do, though. So that's kind of my point, right? So all women streamers that are, you know, decently successful in any way, shape, or form, they'll have a crop top on, or like, you know, a little bit of cleavage. They'll have a lot of makeup on, and they'll look great, as they should, right? As they should. But as far as the playing field is definitely not even at all. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I've never bitched and moaned about that. All I've ever said is I wish I was a hot woman because I would have like 10 million subs right now. It'd be awesome. but I do great. I do really great, and I love what I do. But yeah, I've seen cutesy women go from 1,000 or 800 subscribers all the way to like 50K, and all they do is stream, and they make bank. Granted, again, like you said, they are in skimpy little clothing, which is fine. Fuck it. You got to use what Jesus gave you. You know what I'm saying? Chati says, it's okay. Cody will objectify you. Take your shirt off now. Thank you, Chati. I appreciate you. Thank you, Chati. Appreciate you. Shout out to Chati, everybody. We're still one orange boy from a rainbow night after Wave dropped the only pink boys, the only red boy, and 90% of the gold boys himself. You wild boy, you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Tiny says makeup isn't sexual, though. It is to men. Everything is sexual to men. Coming from a dude perspective, every single thing. Okay. A woman could walk around the house in a XXL shirt and sweats, and men are like, yeah, baby, what's up? Right? That's just how we're wired. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, you don't have to do any of those things for sure. But that is how female streamers get a following. There is not very many female streamers out there. I mean, with the exception, think about it this way, right? There are tons of male streamers who are bald and obese, and they have a following, man. Not only do they have a following, they got a fucking huge following because their personalities are through the fucking roof, with the exception of TheQuartering. He did the grinding part. He did the grinding and the controversy part, and that's how he got to follow it. But at any rate, there is not very many female streamers that are not attractive. Like for every 10 female streamers that are attractive, there's one unattractive one with any kind of molecule of success. With men, it's the complete opposite. The most popular male streamer on the planet is Asmongold. Okay. 19 out of the top 20 female streamers on the planet are all on OnlyFans or are hot as shit. Right? That's the difference. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. But it exists. Wave says, oh gosh, dang it, you anti-cute. Anti-cute? I'm not anti-cute. I'm full on bore, full cuteness. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Thank you, Wave. Still the lone gold boy dog today. With the exception of Billy, but he don't count. Thank you, Wave. I appreciate you, brother. He isn't as bad as Jared. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. You know. Baron says, Baron Von Tossington, man. I'm glad you use your name everywhere because I know who you are. I hate it when people have different names on everything. Says, I missed something. I don't get why Brittany was so pissed to waste time much ever on Mac. Did she strike her channel or something? So there's a lot that goes into this. So in this one situation, Melanie Mac blocked her. So Brittany like quote tweeted it or something and said, you're being disingenuous. And here's why. And Melanie blocked her. So that's number one. Right. Number two is when Melanie was on Chrissy Mayr's show during the absolute height of the Jeremy shit, when it first blew up. Chrissy was getting making hundreds of dollars in super chats of people asking questions that they wanted her to ask Melanie. And Chrissy, read them and then ignored them or whatever, which pissed people off. This was a long time ago. It's whatever. Brittany was supposed to come on the stream because she was invited on the stream, and then Chrissy wouldn't let her come on because she was scared that that Brittany was gonna ask Melanie questions. So it blew up everything. It pissed off everybody. That's kind of where this all started. So there's not good blood there, basically. You don't need a pretty face to make bank stringing. You have cum gutters. Put them out to work. Shit, I ain't got cum gutters right now, brother. I only have cum gutters in February. And then I take about 8 pictures, and then it's over. This year, I'm going to hold it longer, though, I think.
Understand how people interpret it that way. She did this on purpose because she needs her simps to believe that she is all natural at 40 and looks more youthful to them. And she says, I was very transparent about getting my filler reversed and have it documented on my Instagram. I have no work done on my face and at all right now. What I had done was reversed years ago. There's nothing dishonest about that. You are being extremely disingenuous.
Yeah, but she never said that. And this is where it all blows up, right? She never said those things. So that's the whole issue, right? It's the whole issue. She never claimed that. It's one of those things where it's exactly like Jeremy. And that's why people are pissed, because it is too similar to Jeremy. Like, people are like, wait a second, why didn't you buy the K-Cup machine? You said you bought it. And he's like, I never said I bought it. Never said that. And then people show clips that he said it. And then he just blocks them. And that's what people get pissed off about. They're like, what the fuck? Just tell us why you didn't. Just say, I got excited and told everybody I already had it, and I was excited, but I actually didn't buy it. That was stupid of me to even say I did. I fucked up there. But I do plan on buying it eventually. Something like that, something like that. But that didn't happen, right?
Okay. But this was my post that I said to her, moving her eyebrows, and we'll watch it in a second. I said, Melanie, your tweet was confusing. This one that we just went over, and is bad communication on your end. You complain about a lack of transparency with fitness influencers with how they got their body, yet you weren't fully transparent about yours and omitted details that misled people. Is this not fair criticism? And I was very strict. Guys, I'm a troll. I could have been much more. I could have been.
Yeah, she could have ripped her apart. She didn't say. She just like, this seems disingenuous.
Very incendiary if I wanted to be. I chose not to be. I chose to very straightforward engage with her. I chose to just lay it on the table and say, hey, this is what you did. This is how people interpreted it. You said that you like transparency with how people got their bodies. So how is that not a fair criticism? And I posted the picture of her before when she was getting filler, obviously, to the point where she looks.
Yeah, her lips are fat as hell right there. Fat as hell. I detest lip filler. I didn't think it's the silliest looking thing on the planet.
Like a different person, as everybody has said. Like she must be getting filler in multiple places, not just her chin, because she looks unrecognizable. The only reason I recognized that this was her was because of the Tomb Raider figurines in the background. So she's getting filler, and we don't know for how long. That's the other thing, guys. Yes, it does go away over time. Filler and Botox can go away over time depending on which filler you get. You need to understand that at 40 years old or in your 30s, when you're getting it, it means it has significant impact on your face, on your structure, as your structure in your face is collapsing. And even after it fades, it has long-term effects, which is what I explained to her.
Yeah, so your muscles will atrophy. You can't reverse it. So if you get Botox for an extended period of time, like years, your muscles in that part of your body will completely atrophy. It never comes back, unfortunately. Right? There ain't no therapy for your face, right? Try to wiggle your face, wiggle your cheeks. What's up, Jeff on the roads, my boy? How you doing, brother? He said, didn't all these people get along before what happened? The quartering happened. So this all stems from the quartering. So basically, Jeremy, exactly, Sean, exactly. So Melanie went on a show with Chrissy. This was months ago now. And the entire chat was like super chatting. Because what they thought and what I thought, I think everybody thought that Chrissy was like getting out in front of everything and like doing this like fucking crazy expose stream that no one knew about. Right? Like she's about to fucking ask her the questions. Everybody was excited. And then they joined it and it was the complete opposite. It was just, I think, and what I said from back then, I think everybody kind of thinks this now. And I don't think anybody cares about this now, except for the people that were involved directly. But basically, like, Chrissy thought, she's like, I'm going to get some views from this. Hell yeah. And then it went, but she didn't realize how much people wanted to know what was happening. They were like, we got to have these questions asked. And it was handled poorly. Brittany was supposed to come on. She wasn't allowed to come on. That gave bad blood there. So now Brittany doesn't like anybody involved in this situation. So now she's talking about it. And then, of course, Melanie is completely connected to Jeremy through being his co-host. So it's just a whole crazy lore. And I'm sure a year from now, there's going to be a giant documentary talking about all this shit. I'm sure. So it's crazy. It's like it's almost like it's like the Game of Thrones. Like every episode is like every 3 days. That's what we get. Every 3 days, That's fun. And Jerry was the arbitrator of everyone's demise. Yep. And then Jeremy was going into these people's streams and like egging it on with super chats. He was like, I'll hire you right now, Chrissy. I'll hire you with a $100 super chat. I was like, what is happening? This is way worse. This is all getting terrible. It's all getting bad, boys. It's getting bad.
I love the fitness community, but the worst thing about it is the liars. It's the people who guarantee and promise you impossible results, and especially if they're selling you a program and they are telling you things that will sabotage you on their videos, trying to sell you a dream that will not work. I was just scrolling earlier while I was on the treadmill, and this girl posts her before and after. And in her before, she was a little skinny fat, probably weighed like 115 pounds, but had a higher body fat percentage.
I like that quick little dig. I just want to point that out for foreshadowing for later.
And then in the
her
after
taking a dig
photo,
at a
she
woman.
was like shredded and ripped. And in her comments and in her caption, she said, the only thing I did was reverse diet and eat 800 more calories a day. That's it. And now I'm shredded. It's like, okay, surely she misspoke somewhere. I go to the comments and people are saying, oh, so you lifted heavier, you lifted more. No, actually, I lifted weights less.
Does this not sound exactly how she was phrasing her getting Botox and filler? Her not having it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the natty claimers, right? So like bodybuilders that do the natty claimers. I don't know, Marv Hunt. It's a mystery. It's a mystery, Marv Hunt. It's a goddamn mystery. Oh my God, don't make no damn sense to me. But at any rate, that's basically the whole shebang right there. That's the shebang, boys, for the Brittany stuff. It was a fun little battle. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. We got this. The quartering has finally got enough confidence. I told you that the debate with Alex Jones. Love you, Alan Jones. The debate with Alex Jones, quote unquote debate, was going to give him a lot of confidence, right? So now he's back to tweeting, what's on your mind for videos tomorrow? He used to do this every single day. And then he completely stopped. And now he's doing it again because he's like, oh, people are going to like me now after that weird ass debate thing, right? And You're going to see a different host. Based. Follow-up story to the oranges. Admit you fucked up. Not going to happen. Coffee brand coffee. Oh. Drama. Your entire channel is drama slot. That's true. I'd love the video of the F-150, the coffee company, the police report for your stalker. Show the receipts. I'm surprised he's not hiding these. Granted, he's probably already on his vodka doubles right now, right? He's on the vodka doubles already. Already. There's no stopping it. It's not somebody you can reason with. You can't reason with him. You can't stop him, right? So he'll get a boost of confidence from this, and he'll stop hiding replies. So he hasn't hidden any replies that I can see today. Oh, my sinuses are killing me today. Like he's still getting replies of people just roasting his ass. And he's not hiding any of them because he's probably like, I feel good about myself. So we'll see how long that lasts. It'll be about a day or two. He'll get a day or two in. That's how he rolls. It seems to me Mel denying having plastic surgery, cosmetic procedure, almost like self-feeding her delusion of being a celebrity. Well, I don't really know. I don't really have any intuitive nature to what she thinks. I would just like say probably it's similar to Jeremy. Jeremy 100% thinks he's like a huge A-list celebrity as far as political commentary goes. And going on Alex Jones will only cement that for the next probably week. He'll probably start attacking people very confidently over the next week, right? So we'll see. A day? No, he'll just still do it retro in his streams for sure. He'll still ban everybody in the streams. That's not going to change. That's what he said he does. He says he bans anybody that says anything, I don't know, untoward or whatever in his streams. He'll ban them immediately. Oh, God, wouldn't that be beautiful, Bimbo? Well, I'm pretty sure Asmongold has talked about the Jeremy situation and how he's a bitch, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure Asmongold will do his research and tear him apart. That'd be fun. You know? So. Tiny says, I think a lot of women think that's private, but why can't she just say that? You mean plastic surgery? Oh, God, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, Tiny, but like, every girl I've ever met, they tell me if they've had plastic surgery. Like, I'll ask them. I'll be like, yeah. I'm like, you ever get fillers or Botox or anything? I don't think it's bad. I don't really care as long as it's not overboard to where you're like, you look like a mutant. I don't really give a fuck. Do whatever you want to do in life, right? But they've always told me. I don't think I've ever met a girl, to be honest, that hasn't had Botox before. Even as young as like 22. I know a girl, I was hanging out with a girl years ago that was 21 and she got Botox. Relatively regularly. But it was like a small amount. So you can't really tell nowadays. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind. But usually I can tell. You know? So it's hard to hide some of those things. Like nose jobs, that's really hard to hide. Gabriel Knight says, remember when TheQuartering was on D-Day Cobra's Tuesday night stream like 3 or 4 years ago and ripped ass but tried to play it off like it wasn't him? Sounds about right. Well, TheQuartering is the kind of guy that will get drunk to go on streams. And it's not because of anxiety. He just does it because he wants to like have a good time, right? There's a lot of people that will, if they go on a panel, they have to drink because it's like them going to the bar, right? And that's what he said today. He said he treated the Alex Jones conversation like him being at a bar, which doesn't make sense because why are you talking about like the midterms at the bar? That's weird. If I unironically was hanging around people and they started talking about the midterms, I'd leave. I'd be like, fuck this. You guys are gay. You know? I'm trying to have a good time. You're talking about politics in the bar? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Granted, I don't have any friends that do that. At all. You know? I mean, being honest, I wouldn't allow Hambly on a stream if I were Flash or Cody or anybody associated with G&G or F&T, critical drinker. The odds he pulls a crazy stunt and show. Yeah, it would have to be a neutral thing. It'd have to be a neutral environment for sure. So, yes, Papa Gannon. That would be beautiful. He would just be laughing, doing his little infectious laugh. Be hilarious. Love that man. I love him. I sure do love him. One orange boy from a rainbow night. Shout out to Wave. Wave almost maxed out in super chats. He's a crazy madman. Appreciate you, brother. Say hello to your husky for me. Or your Malamute. Or your husky. Remember when Jer ran that girl off the internet a few years ago? Of course. That's okay for him, though. That's okay for him. When he made 200 videos about Brie Larson, that was totally fine. Right? Is that Stormy Fields? Where the hell you been? Where you been, baby? I can't believe you would betray me and not be here. I said that earlier. I was like, where's Stormy? I can't believe she's not here. I didn't say that, but I thought it. Oh my gosh, dude. I have husky hairs in my nose. I apologize, guys. I swept the garage earlier and that was stupid. I should have never done that. I need to do that on my days off. Because my dust or anything makes me sneeze for like a week. And it's been hitting me hard. And I'm hiding it very well. I was like inconsolable an hour or like 3 hours ago before the stream started. It was rough. Marfun says, blow your nose. Dude, I blow my nose like every 2 seconds. But I ain't going to do that on stream. I ain't going to blow my nose on stream, brother. I don't eat on stream. I will suffer through it. Martine, oh my God. Oh my God. Marv Hunt, you don't like talking about scat, but you wanted me to blow my nose live? What are you doing, brother? Is that a Gabe raid? Thank you, Gabe. How you doing, brother? Do you have grays on your chin? Yes. My beard is almost entirely gray. You can't tell on camera. My beard, if I grow my beard out, it's almost entirely gray right here. And I hate it. I don't like it. I don't have any gray on my head, but fucking my beard. I don't know. Like my dad has no gray hair on his head, but he has a gray beard. But my dad clean shaves every morning. My dad's old school. He clean shaves every morning. You know? I started going grade 18 Marv Hunt. No. I was 29 when I started getting gray hair on my my beard. Get just for men? No, it ain't that serious. I don't mind. You know? Spawn says, I don't understand the naked snake thing for an audience of 85 dudes. This is all I can tell you, brother. This is all I can tell you, brother. Right here. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Sorry, I'm trying to be quick. I'm trying to be quick. I want to be quick. Here you go. Start going gray at 20. That sucks, Lori. How about my head? No, I have no gray on my head. I would prefer gray in my hair rather than my beard. Just a bunch of straight guys hanging out tonight. What would you say? Wave said how much to max out? You're 85 out. If my YouTube's correct. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Wave. Totally straight. You know what would be funny, Sean? You know, it'd be funny, Sean. Keely wants to speak for yourselves. There we got some women. See, we got beautiful women in the chat right now. Come on. We can't tell if Tiny's beautiful, but I'm gonna assume Lori's a beautiful chick. She has gray hair though, which sucks. Takes her down a notch or two. Donna's here. See, Donna's here. See, come on. Lady Bama, right there. All natural. Natty female, right there. Array a lot. Look at you. See? There you go. Hell yeah. We're moving. We're moving fast. Yeah, dude. Come on, Dolan Tire. Come on, brother. Chai tea? Oh, yeah, yeah. Stan Lexi says, so you only highlight good-looking ladies? Yeah. What do you think I am? Gay? Oh, I doubt it, Grad High. Oh, I doubt it. Mm-mm. All right. Anyways. Thanks for the raid, Last Relic. Everybody go give Last Relic some love. He's goated. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well, my Mr. Gabe. Another good straight dude. Totally straight. Not gay at all. You know? Mm-hmm. Not gay at all. We love Relic here. Ren Fair Enjoyer. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. My beard's like a black and white cookie. Left side gray, right side black. Yeah, that's why I don't grow my beard out. That's why I don't grow my beard out at all. Don't do it. I don't. If it was all gray, I wouldn't mind, or all like black. But yeah, so it was like black in my 20s, and then it got red. I started getting red, like ginger, and I was really confused. I was like, "Why is my hair red on my beard? I have a red beard." And I thought it was really cool. And that only lasted for 6 months, and it turned gray. And I was like, no. So the red was the precursor. My excitement was met with sadness. Sadness, I tell you. My wife's from Alabama, so I have a soft spot for people from. Well, I appreciate that. Hell yeah, roll tide, brother. Hell yeah, roll tide, brother. Oh yeah. Wave with a pink boy. Thank you, Wave. Let's full send. 100% appreciate you. Been here since it was 25 of us watching the egg video. Shit. That's a long ass time, Wave. Well, welcome back. And I appreciate you being here, brother. My man. My man. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, dude. Shout out to Mr. Wave. He's the man with a plan. Thank you, Wave. Wave has maxed out today. Woo. Yeah, dude. When I was racing in the Grand National Series, I had a ginger beard. Yeah, dude. When I was racing in the Grand National Series years ago, thank you, Wave, by the way. Shout out to Wave, everybody. Wave, I don't deserve your love. Thank you, brother. The back beans. Van, what's up, brother? When I was racing in a Grand National Series, my beard was like down to here. It was like this. And it looked silly, I got to be honest. I don't like how I look with a beard, but it was like down to here. And PDH would scratch it, and it felt like I understand why like dogs love being scratched now. It was nice. But then I shaved it, and then 2 years later it was gray, and I was like, oh, never mind. I guess we're done with that. You know, guess we're done with that, brother. Hell yeah, dude. My beard went white all over, but even grayer. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Stan Lexi says, got more lines on your forehead than got more lines on that forehead of yours than Bethoween number 9. What the hell is Bethoween number 9? Yeah, dude, my forehead wrinkles I have more than Gordon Ramsay. I have outpaced Gordon Ramsay's forehead wrinkles. I never thought it was possible, but I did it. There was that meme from years ago, and it's just Gordon Ramsay, and his forehead wrinkles go all the way up to the fucking ceiling. I love it. Beethoven 9? Beethoven 9. But go back to school. What the fuck? So if you misspell something and I don't know what you misspelled, I'm retarded. Oh, come on, brother. Beethoven. What are we even doing right now? It's like, hey man, yeah, do you have one of those Cinnabarians Hoos guys? And you're like, what the fuck is that? It's like, you know, like a dog, the white dog. I'm like, you mean like a husky? It's like, yeah. I'm like, what? Why didn't you say that? And they're like, you're stupid. I'm like, oh, well, fuck. Oh, shit, brother. All right. When's the next gaming stream? Shit, I don't know. They just happen. Okay. St. Bernard movie franchise. St. Bernard movie franchise. What the fuck are you talking about? You learn about this in school? St. Bernard movie franchise? St. Bernard movie franchise. Beethoven. Starring Charles Grodin and Bonnie Hunt. Targeted by an evil veterinarian. I've never seen Beethoven movies. I've seen fucking Air Bud. I've seen Air Bud. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's not maybe that's not an American thing. Because Stan Lacey said go to school. I'm like, in my school they taught us math and stuff. They didn't teach us Beethoven movie. You gotta watch them. I gotta watch them. Dog movie? Dog movie movies? I watched A Dog's Purpose, and that one broke me. New Air Bud reboot coming. No! The first Air Bud's very okay. Very okay. I like Air Bud. It's all right. Lots of slobber. Oh. Watch the dog movie now. Homeward Bound? Yeah, I loved Homeward Bound. I like Homeward Bound because you think that one dog dies, and then at the end, he walks up and he's like saying the kid's name. Like Jamie or something. Tyler, I don't know the kid's name, but he's like, oh, Jamie, Jamie. That's good. I like Homeward Bound. What y'all even know about Max? There's too many dog movies, all right? No more dog movies, please. Dog Purpose is gone forever. I hope so. I saw it 2 days ago on something. Shadow, yeah. I saw that 2 days ago on something. Balto, hell yeah, that's a great movie. Isn't Jeremy Irons Spock? Or who does Spock? Spike. Balto's goated. I think it was Jeremy Irons. Balto's goated. I liked Spock. I thought he was cool. And he's apparently the bad guy, but I liked him. They're like, we have to get this medicine back to the children. And I'm like, no, Spock's a badass. I want Spock to win. I had a soft spot for Spock. You know? I like it. Clancy Brown? What? There's no way. There's no way. I don't think so. Spock was badass. I like Spock. Turner and Hooch. Everybody loves Turner and Hooch. Originally, who was supposed to do Turner and Hooch originally? It wasn't Tom Hanks. It was another actor from that time period was supposed to do Turner and Hooch. Don't remember who it was. Thank you, Mick Stellar. I love you, buddy. I appreciate you. You have a good ass night, brother. Shout out to Mr. Wade. We got 350 to Fight Milk on a Tuesday. Whew. Thank you, guys. Remember when Cuba Gooding Jr. made that Husky movie? Hell no. I remember him in that one movie where he's Master Chief, but not from Halo, like the Navy. And he was like a diver, and then he loses his leg or some shit. I remember that. And then he got arrested, and that was it for that. Get my fluffy boy on stream. I don't know where the hell he is. He's probably laying beside the pool right now. He likes to lay outside, and it's kind of cool outside right now. It's like 73. I don't know. He might not be out there. We know you saw Old Yeller. We all saw Old Yeller. That was the same shit, right? That was actually something they did make us watch in school for some reason. Monkey Jeeba says, "Where is Cecil?" I don't know, man. I was on his birthday stream the other day. I told him I'd be there because it was his birthday. And we love Cecil, even though he's a bitch. I love him. Jim Cummings, Spock's voice is Jim Cummings. That sounds right. That sounds right. I'm the kind of guy that Google, if I'm watching an animated movie, I Google everybody in it. Unless I know for sure who it is. Like sometimes I know who it is, but sometimes I'm like, I gotta Google this now. I have to put a face with the damn voice. His dog sled movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Huskies never did. No, I don't know. He was in Radio. I remember that. That was good. Cecil's old as fuck. Yeah, he's like, what, 54 now? Shit. Rest in peace. I think he's 54. Rest in peace to our boy. Sad guy. There's not enough dog movies. There's too many. It's still not Spock. Well, who the hell was I thinking of? You know? Michael J. Fowl was the voice of Chance in Homeward Bound. Michael J. Fox. That sounds... you know what? I need to watch Homeward Bound. It's been like 30 years since I've seen Homeward Bound. Like 30 years. I don't know why I have Wave at 50. Wave is not at 50. Sounds like your fluffy boy is lazy as my... Yeah, well, he's old. He's like 12. You know? There's too many dog movies, and 95% of them are sad. Yeah, they always are. It's because dogs are innocent, except for pit bulls, right? They're like innocent creatures, except for chihuahuas and pit bulls, right? Chihuahuas and pit bulls, not innocent, pure evil. Pure evil. I had a friend years ago that had a pit bull, and he was that guy that was like, pit bulls are how you raise them. It's who raises them, brother. And I'm like, okay, all right. And his pit bull ended up attacking somebody and got put down. I was like, shocking. Damn. Cheritar says, Fox and the Hound makes me cry. Yeah. That's why I don't watch it. If I want to cry, I'll watch Interstellar. And then I cry like a bitch. Yeah, Monkey Jeebus, I saw that. Hell yeah, Spidey dude. Oh, I love dudes. All right. Oh, Freudian slip. I love dogs, man. I love dogs, man. Is this our final goodbye, Stan? Are you really leaving this time? Because you said it like 8 times now. You really leaving? I don't believe you. I don't think he's gonna do it. You're gonna keep crashing out, brother. This is a safe space, brother. You're all good. We love you. You crowd watch That's true, yeah. You have a Shih Tzu named Charlie. He's an old man, snores, eats, and ignores my existence. I'm basically in a 30-plus year marriage and we drifted apart. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I don't watch Casper anymore. It's too depressing. Casper? The fuck? Casper? Oh, Casper. No bad dogs, only bad owners. Disagree. Why does Interstellar make us cry? That one scene where he's watching the tapes of his kids getting older, that fucks me up, dude. Fucks me up every time. Every time. First time I watched it in theaters, it killed my ass. I thought I was going to not survive that. That's one of those movies I wish I could delete from my memory and watch again. Please. Such a great movie. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. We're one orange boy from a rainbow night. Shout out to Wave for all the pink boys and red boys. Hot diggity damn. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to the boy. Casper the friendly ghost. More like Casper the bitch ass ghost. Well, Cecil's old. He's got low testosterone. Of course he cries. That's just how these things work, man. Wave's a wild boy. We love Wave. We love Wave. He's too good to your boy. Don't deserve it. Have Interstellar on Blu-ray. I haven't watched it yet. You should watch it. It is fantastic. I remember people not liking it when it came out, and I was so confused because I saw it in theaters and I was blown away. It's one of my favorite movies. And there's still people that shit on it. Like when they were shitting on Nolan for The Odyssey. They were like, Nolan's never made a good movie. And they were like listing all his movies and they were like Interstellar shit, blah, blah. And I was like, God damn, I can't believe that people dislike Interstellar. I can see like you thinking it's okay or whatever, but like thinking it's bad is insane to me. It's just, it doesn't compute. I've watched it like 50 times. I love it. Makes me feel things. Makes me feel things in my gullet. Oppenheimer's amazing. Oppenheimer is fantastic. I might watch Oppenheimer tonight. I need to watch that again. Prestige is a great movie. I think most Nolan movies are pretty good. Most. I didn't like Tenet at all. I tried watching Tenet 3 times and I made myself finish it like the 3rd time and it was too much. I had to like take notes, man. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Dunkirk was a little boring. I think I only cared about one of the storylines in Dunkirk. I didn't care. Every time it would switch to the other story, I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm waiting for it to get back to the other one. I forced my parents to watch Prestige. Great movie. Great movie. I'm just glad I didn't see Tenet in theaters. I'd have been pissed. Go watch The Martian. The Martian's fantastic. I've watched The Martian like 10 times. Inception's a great movie too. Yeah, rest in peace. A lot of year. Oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze. Gosh, man. Which is better, the Prestige or Illusionist? Prestige. I like both of them a lot, though. My husband loves Hallmark movies. Interesting. There's something about Christmas Hallmark movies when you're on a Christmas vacation, though. Like, I used to go during Christmas up into the mountains in a cabin, and it would be all Christmassy, and I'd watch Christmas. Like, sometimes, like, Hallmark movies would be on, like, because it was bullshit cable. And I don't know why, but it made sense. Oh, God, The Happening. Oh, fuck that movie. Project Hail Marys. I like Martian better than Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary was fun. But I think, and this is my honest opinion, I think if Project Hail Mary did not star Ryan Gosling, it would have not been even remotely as good received, like well received. I think he carried the fuck out of it. Because I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. But it was because I'm a big Ryan Gosling fan. So. Oh my gosh, my sinuses are getting bad. And I'm about to piss my pants, so I need to get the hell off here. All right, boys. Let me pick a raid path and do Naked Snake. Shout out to the boys. This close to a Rainbow Night. The Orange Boy eluded us. But Naked Snake was defeated. And it was probably for the first time ever, one person that made Naked Snake happen. I can confidently say Wave. Thank you. Thank you so much to Wave for the insane fucking drops tonight. Crazy. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. 90% of the super chats. Insane. I don't think that's ever happened before. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Wave. All right. A one-man army, yes. All right, let's do the Naked Snake and then raid. We're gonna raid Cinevere. And hopefully I can get through Naked Snake without sneezing or something. All hell Wave. All hell Wave. The well. Hopefully I won't be sniffling the next stream. I'm gonna have to take some medicine or something. Usually medicine's a preventative though. And it just has to go away. Sucks, man. He carried, boys. He carried you, boys. Make sure you like the stream. Here we go. It's time for Naked Snake, boys. Thank you, Marv Hunt. Thank you, Kiwi Possum. Everybody on Kick. Appreciate you guys. Stay away from Afrin, that's for sure. Here we go. Wave try for the Orange Boy. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Here we go. April. It's that time again, boys. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? One more time. This is number 24. In honor of Wave. Here we go. Narco Wookie. Donna.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill.
Chatty.
I'm searching and I'm melting to you.
Here we go.
What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Snake eater in my time. Stormy! There be nobody else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Here we go.
Someday we'll tree frog. It's ordained a trial to survive. Oh my God. Give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you, Mr. Wave. I'm still in a dream state. Number 24, Narco Wookie, number 24 in a row. Undefeated. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thank you guys. I love you and I appreciate you. Big shout out to Mr. Wave. Appreciate you guys so much for everything you do for me. I will be back Thursday, likely Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But Thursday's the next one. I'll have a video out tomorrow, of course. I'll probably chop this one into 2. Amen. Thank you guys so much. We got the Naked Snake for number 24. One Orange Boy from the Rainbow Night. The rainbow. Taste the rainbow. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Narco Wookie. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Let me hit these other guys. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, brother. Billy dropped a gold boy or 2. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to the boy. Big shout out to Tierra Phil. Appreciate you. That's another gold boy. Another one down the hatch. Shout out to Marv Hunt over on Kick and Kiwi Poo, some other gold boys. Wave was the rest, which is insane. As far as gold boy goes. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the boys. Moose. The fuck is that? It's just a dog. Moose. Appreciate you guys. We're going to give Cinevere some love. I don't know why my left eye is watering. It's itchy and I refuse to touch it. It's itchy and I refuse to touch it. Tiny says, can't have pre-privilege. You know how much I work out? Every day. Every single day for like 15 years. Every day. It's what I do to relax, weirdly enough. I was obese as a kid, though. I was fat as fuck. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go back to that place. I want to go back to that place. All right, boys. Love you and I appreciate you. Shout out to all the boys. Thank you, Stormy, for showing up late. I love you. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys Thursday. Get the hell on it, dog. I'm going to say Cam Raid in the chat when we get over there to old Cinevere. Oh, God. Oh, God dang it. Come on, Gabe. Come on, Gabe. Come on, Gabe. Come on, man. Come on, man. How could you? All right. Say Cam Raid in the chat. I'll see you guys over there. Get on it, doggone it. Oh, yeah.